You're live. Hello! Happy Saturday, everybody, and welcome to the weekly Pokéyap, where we continue to rate every Pokemon ever in extraneous detail. We are on Stream 5, and we are still on Gen 3, which was not planned.
We thought keeping pace.
Remember when this started and I said I think we can do one generation per video? That was funny.
And then stream 2, all 4 of us were here and we did 50.
Yeah.
In 3 hours.
Yeah.
It turns out we all have a lot to say about this. In fact, actually...
Once again, all 4 of us are here, so...
That's right. You know, I had an idea, and I was supposed to bring it up last time, and I forgot, but I'll bring it up now. But maybe, at some point in the future, maybe after we finish this stream in, like, 2070... or these streams.
We're more than a third of the way through.
Oh yeah, at 1/3 of the way through.
No, we're not.
There are
there's
1,025 Pokemon, I believe.
There's like 1,100, right?
That would put us
1,025.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah, but we're at 315.
Yeah, that's less than a third.
Oh, more than a quarter. Yeah, okay, never mind. Bad math.
We're just barely more than a quarter.
Anyway, what were you saying, Maz?
Yeah, so maybe at some point I'd like to start a club, like a Pokemon club, and it'd be like a book club, except every month or so we play a Pokemon game, and then at the end of it we like do a club discussion, which is just a podcast reviewing the game.
That'd be fun.
I'd be down.
I'm into that idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll manage to beat something that isn't Gen 1 if we do that.
Hell yeah.
Because I think about replaying old Pokemon games all the time, because that used to be something I did all the time up until I was a full-time working adult. I was just constantly replaying old Pokemon games without even like doing challenges, just for the love of the game. And I haven't done that in a while, but I've been thinking about it again. And I'm like, which Pokemon game should I replay? There's like 10 of them that I haven't played in a long time, and I miss. So now I...
Actually, you started playing Scarlet and Violet again on Switch 2 days ago, because it actually runs like a normal game now, which is amazing.
Oh, it's
a miracle.
This guy's got the Switch 2.
Yeah, I've got the money.
Are you saying they were ahead of their time? They literally developed a game for the next console?
Yeah,
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet were the first next-gen Nintendo games.
And that's why they always run and look like shit. It's because they make them for the next gen.
Yeah, exactly.
They make it to run on the next-gen console, but still look like a Nintendo Wii game, which is an impressive feat.
It's truly astounding how bad the Pokemon games are, or the company that makes them.
Game Freak fucking sucks.
Game Freak. They're horrible at making video games.
I don't blame them for it.
We say while we spent about 25 hours of our lives delving deep into the details of their game.
Yeah, they're better character designers than they are game developers.
That's true.
So last time we got about halfway through Gen 3, and we are on Roselia. And this time, I think, I said last time that Gen 3 has some of the most hit or miss designs, and I think that'll show up this time. I think we're getting into the weird part of the Pokedex that isn't quite as fondly remembered.
I actually have no concrete idea of what's in the second half, other than just the Gen 3 ones I can think of that we haven't had already, so... It'll be a surprise for me too.
I wasn't here last time, but I would like to retroactively add that God of War, Gardevi, as I call her, is a 4.
A 4. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he had to make it known because otherwise we'd assume he'd give it a 5.
I was pinged that I missed her. I was like, I was never that big of a fan of God of War. Like, I can recognize that she's very pretty.
Okay.
So you're in the very small camp of
It is
people.
noted and added to the document.
Nice, thank you.
Alright, let's start with Gulpin. Everyone's favorite guy.
Gulpin what?
Gulpin.
Gulpin.
It's just Gulpin.
Gulpin liquid ooze.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. What can I say?
It's another good little guy.
Yeah,
forgot.
it's
It's
one
all
of these
kissy.
ones that I like.
Kissy, kissy.
I forgot that he has hands, and I do like that he has hands. If you'd asked me to draw him, I would have forgotten that he has hands. But it's a valuable detail of the design. I quite
Hands
like
are
Gulpin
little
as well.
nutsacks. Either side.
Just two little nutsacks.
Gulpin, these nuts. Oh, that's the joke.
These nuts. Oh, yeah.
That's super funny.
Yeah, I've not thought about Gulpin that much, and I feel like seeing him in the overworld or running into him in the game, he doesn't really register. But just seeing him, he's a good little guy, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's anything special. He's just pretty solid.
He's like Pokemon's take on the slime monster.
Yeah.
I think on the spectrum of little guys, he's one of the weaker ones.
Yeah,
I'd agree. I'd still give him a 3 though.
He's
Yeah,
still,
3 is
he's still
fair.
a little guy, and little guys rarely go below a 3.
Right.
Yeah. There's nothing to hate, but there's not that much to truly get excited by.
He's friend-shaped.
The thing that bothers me is that I thought the antenna on his head was some kind of electrical piece for a long time. So I thought this guy
What
was
is
part
it?
electric.
I see. Just because it's yellow.
I just didn't know what it was. I don't know.
It's just an ahoge.
I've always kind of read it as a leaf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
think he's
something like
grass
that.
Type. What is he?
Poison.
We can't see for our faces.
I think he's supposed to.
Oh, wait.
Is he?
You can.
No. I'm thinking of there's
You can
another
actually
Pokemon
see
in
in
the
the
trash
exit
bag.
It's
Yeah,
poison.
I don't really
I'm
know what
looking
he's
at the
supposed to
blind
be.
spot.
I think it's just a slime, like I said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's just like a blob. like
Poison? Yeah, it's like semi-plant look that poison types often have. Insecty nature look. Yeah, he's fine. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give him
he's a
3.
3. Just a good, solid run-of-the-mill Pokemon.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what that thing is. It just says it's a feather-like appendage. Okay.
I think it's just
Okay.
to make him look good.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it being there.
Oh, I'll
He
also
didn't
give.
score, I think.
I'll also give Gulpin a 3.
3's all around.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of Gulpin, huh?
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, that's solid. Swallow I don't like that much.
Swalot.
I like him. I like
This
him
guy's-
less than Gulpin. I don't. I think he just.
Yeah.
I don't like that he becomes purple. He just becomes like another one of the purple blob poison type Pokemon.
It's Grimace. Kinda.
Yeah.
It's like a shitty Grimer.
Grimace coated.
Yeah, this one it's just as simple as Gulpin is, but now that it's big, it's like not as cute anymore.
Yeah,
So I'd give Swalot a 2.
yeah, I'd agree with
It's
you.
an entire foot taller than Nidoking.
Like it's kind of. It is. It could swallow Nidoking if it tried really hard.
5'7" is not a cute height.
Yeah.
It's not.
At 5'7" is just a sad height.
Yeah, like being a small
Shout
little
out
guy.
to all the short kings out there.
Short Nidokings.
Nothing personal.
Yeah, he kind of loses the charm that makes Gulpin at least like a good little guy and doesn't really get much in exchange. I guess I like the mustache.
No, I
Without
don't
it
like
would-
the mustache.
You don't?
I mean, it's better than without the mustache, but
Right.
it's still not like a good design element.
I like
I
the
kinda-
colors of this
I don't
guy.
mind it. Yeah.
Like I actually do like the purple, and I like the whiskers, and I
Okay.
like the black diamonds, but the overall design, the idea of it just isn't very good.
Just very meh.
Yeah.
2 feels right.
I almost feel like if Gulpin maybe didn't exist and this was the only form of it, I'd probably like it more. But they didn't need 2 of
Yeah,
these.
maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
See, I'd also go 2.
Yeah, 2. 2 makes sense. I do like the little Harlequin pattern across its tummy. But
Yeah, I like that too. Carvana.
that's a fish.
That is an angry
It's a-
fish.
Pretty good fish.
Angry fucking
As
fish.
far as
Yeah.
fish goes, pretty good. Gotta say.
I kind of want to give Carvana a 4, not because it's like that great, but because it's probably the best design that's just a fish.
Yeah. Like, they did a really good job making, like, a common Merc enemy, but it's as a fish.
Yeah.
It really stands out, especially because when you hit this thing, it damages you with the rough skin ability, and that's always like a thing I remember.
You don't think Magikarp is better at being just a fish?
I'd say so, yeah. I like Magikarp more.
Magikarp is straight up just a fish.
Yeah.
Is this the regional fish, or is this...
Magikarp has the, like, iconic elements to it, which means you kind of gotta... But Carvanha actually, like, looks cool.
True.
I guess this is the main regional fish for Gen 3, right? Even though it's quite a different vibe from the other regional fish.
Sure.
I guess it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't like Caravana as much. Just looking at it, I don't really like the big underspike. I think I would have liked it more if maybe it went back a bit more, like you had a bit more of a streamlined, fast vibe instead of being overly spiky. Maybe a bit more like the side fin that's like backwards. But I don't mind Caravana. I think it's pretty cool. So I'll say
Big
3.
bottom spike is a ventral fin.
He looks upside down in a weird way. Like you could flip him around and he'd still work.
Yeah, I like that.
Kinda. Like vampire teeth instead of warthog teeth.
Yeah, like slightly, like maybe the eyes are a bit weirdly placed, but he looks very like omnidirectional. Like you could just turn him any way and it'd work.
Yeah, I see it.
I think he just has too many fins somehow. Like 2 on the top, 2 on the side, 1 on the bottom, and they're all super spiky. And then he has very spiky teeth as well. It just feels a slight bit too much for me. I think they could have dialed it down a bit, but I don't mind him, so I'll say 3.
He's not very practical looking. Like he would get caught on any reef he swam through.
Yeah.
I think he does a good job of looking like scary and aggressive, but also still clearly being an unevolved Pokemon.
Yeah.
Sure.
I agree.
Yeah. It's fair. I think in a school he looks better. Like on his own he looks maybe a little weird, but like the idea of this being a piranha Pokemon, having like 20 of them in a school, I think that works better.
I'll go 3. Yeah. He's a good little guy.
Panic, are you crying?
Crying?
Yeah, you've been sniveling like twice a second.
Just so emotional.
I'm a little sick.
I also cry when I see Carvanha, but I'd give it a 3.
It's just so beautiful, man.
It's just so wonderful. Nature is beautiful. Life is beautiful.
Never kill yourself.
That's right. Sharpedo.
Now this guy's a fucking 5 out of 5. Are you fucking kidding
Yeah,
me?
This guy. I like
He's a
He's a
shark.
fucking beast.
He's a torpedo. He's as tall as me, 5'11".
Why is he so short though? Like,
Yeah,
why is
that's
there no back half of this body?
I kind
He's
of
a
like.
torpedo.
I kind of like that as
Torpedoes
well.
are long.
Yeah, but not if they're also sharks.
A shark made out of
Like,
torpedoes.
He does just look like a shark head that has lost its body, but I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like that about it.
This guy
Just makes
fucking
him look-
rules.
Makes him give him that slight weird thing that makes him like somehow cooler.
Category
Sharpedo.
brutal. Fuck yeah.
This is definitely the type of Pokemon. Like, you know those memes, like dudes will just see this and say hell yeah, and it's like a pit bull holding a gun or something. That's Sharpedo.
The Sharpedo is definitely hell yeah.
Sharpedo is the Pokemon that they would make deodorant flavors out of.
Flavors. Do not eat your...
I'll say 4. It's not a personal favorite, but I can respect just how cool it is in an unapologetic way.
Yeah, I'd give it a 4 as well.
This one's for the guys.
Hell yeah, this one's for the dudes.
I actually like that it has a bit of like an airplane / submarine kind of design element to
Yeah.
it. Like it looks like some kind of craft. So that's what I appreciate.
Especially the part around the eyes looks like air vents or something.
I could see
Yeah.
Team Rocket sailing around in a big submarine version of this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
'Which
100%.
I honestly, they probably have.
Maybe Team Aqua did. I don't know. Mega
I don't recognize
Sharpedo.
any other teams.
I hate this guy.
What? That sucks ass.
He looks diseased. I
That's
hate him so
horrendous.
much.
This
This is one of the
really
worst
bad.
megas.
What?
And it's got a fucking. It's got the goatee, the Smash Mouth goatee.
Yeah, rest in peace, Smash.
So bad.
Yeah, why is it so
this is like-
yellow?
This is just the most like
Oh, the yellow
just put
patterns are
stripes
old
and
scars. Okay, who gives a shit?
it's just like the thing of like, oh, we make a mega, we just put stripes and spikes on it. That's literally just this.
Yeah.
It's just Sharpedo with more
Make it
stripes and
spiky.
spikes. It's
It's kind
so
of got
ugly.
like a Latios thing going on. With the like bulge that its eye is on.
Oh, okay.
Don't really see what you're saying.
No,
I'll just,
I do.
I'll
see
just
it.
nod in agreement.
This piece here.
Yeah.
Because it kind of pokes out a little bit.
It's a 1 regardless.
Yeah, this is a
Yes,
one,
this is
dog.
the this might be the worst mega. I'll
This
say
is
1 as
zero.
well.
That's so bad.
Whale
Made
Mer.
What
worse
did you
by the
guys
fact that
give
the original
normal
was
Sharpedo?
awesome.
I give him a 4.
4.
Panic?
5.
5. Okay.
It's his favorite Pokemon. Share this stream if you're a true pedo fan. Alright, Whale Mer.
I like this guy.
Look at this big round boy.
Yeah.
Just a little balloon boy.
I don't like it.
Ball whale. I like his
It's like-
teeth.
There's really is not enough going on here. He's just a ball.
But I kind of like that. How he's just like Sharpedo's just a shark, but it's only the head. And Wilmer's just a whale, but it's only the head.
But it's
Just a
only the
little
mer.
I just like the open world type Pokemon games where you just see like 20 of these balls bobbing around in the sea. I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he takes over for Lapras for being the surf icon
Yeah.
or something, right? Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like the generic water transport in Gen 3.
Yeah. They also give
Where,
you
as a
the watering can known as the Whale Mer pail.
Oh, yeah.
So I like
unlike
that.
Lapras,
I like that.
Whalmer
It's,
does not have bedroom eyes.
I like that its simplicity kind of has like continuity in the actual Pokemon lore, so to speak.
Yeah. I feel like this could have been a Gen 1 Pokemon, but like one of the better ones in terms of simplicity, except maybe it would be all blue.
Maybe.
But it does have sort of that simple, straightforward vibe that kind of works when done well.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
I could-
I don't think I like him enough to give him a 4, but it's like a high 3.
I think I'd give him a 4. Yeah, I like it. It works.
I'll go 3.
Panic?
2. I don't
Okay.
like him at all.
Dang. Cry about it.
Now,
this
is
guy
where it's
though.
at.
Now this is a fucking whale.
I fucking love Wailord's fucking awesome. I love how he's just a blimp. Like he's so light. He's so light compared to his weight because he's just full of air. I mean, he's still fucking heavy, but for a 47,
Yeah, for
With
47
Pokemon.
feet. Yeah.
it's like I think he's like the Pokemon with the lowest, one of the lowest densities, just in terms of height weight distribution, because he's just based on a blimp, and I love that. Just a big boy. This is a 4 for me.
How much do blue whales weigh? Oh, 290,000 to 330,000 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Blue whales are very heavy.
This is a 4 for me, too.
I'd give him a.
Uh,
I'd give him a 3. Honestly, it's not. It hasn't really.
You like
done
him
much
less
to
than Whalmer?
me. Yeah. I really like the simplicity of Whalmer, and for Wailord, it's like that same simplicity, but just stretched out, and it's never really impressed me.
what a boy.
Just a big lad.
I can't decide if I want a 3 or 4, but I think 4 just because he's so ridiculous.
I feel like the
47
double
feet.
fins and the like one kind of spiky element at the back give it just enough texture to not be boring.
Yeah, and it makes him look like a big airship or a blimp. I think that's
Yeah.
that's
I
like
guess
the
I never
part
thought of
that's.
him as a blimp, but he would have to be.
I think they have Wailord blimps in the game as well.
Makes sense.
Well, like not actual Wailords, but like Wailord shaped blimps.
Right. All right. Numel.
Mume.
Mume. Kind of derpy like Mume.
He looks like, what's the fucking character like? The clenched fist meme.
Arthur.
Arthur.
Arthur, yes.
Yeah. He
That's
does
the
kinda
one.
look like
But how
Arthur.
would this one wear headphones?
Looks exactly like Arthur.
over his eyes?
True. I don't
That's
like
really
this one.
funny.
I like that the hump looks like a dinosaur egg.
Yeah. I feel like this is also a weird image of Numel. He's sort of like swaying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he always kind of looks weird and droopy and I don't know. I've never seen a picture of Numel where he doesn't look odd. He's also like a weird mix between a llama and almost something turtle-like about him.
Yeah.
That doesn't really work, and I don't like how it looks like he's wearing glasses.
It's Tutel.
Tutel! Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like Numel.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this one.
Dang,
Just
okay.
don't really.
I'll stick up for Nummel. I like him. I like how derpy he looks. I like the colors. I like
Nummel,
the
the
kind of
fucking-
uneven, clumsy looking shape to it.
Normal, the baby cat from Garfield.
Normal.
Numal is a 2.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
say 2. He's not bad, but he just doesn't do much for me.
Wow, I'm giving him a 4. I'm sticking up for
Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
I like Nummel.
Now Camerupt.
Camera.
I fucking love Camerupt. He's so
Listen,
awesome.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there. He looks nothing like a fucking camel.
No, he just looks
Yeah,
like
not
a cow.
really. He just has humps.
He's a cow. He's an ox.
It's just I love him. He's just a big cow with 2 volcanoes on his back. I don't know why,
I
but
do like the volcanoes on its back, but I don't like the rest of it. It looks like nothing.
he's just a beefy big boy with an angry face and 2. I just like how slow he looks.
Yeah.
So he has big volcanoes on his back. I just like the big beefy boys, and I think this is one of the best ones for the early generation.
The humps on
Like,
its back erupt every 10 years.
I genuinely think Camerupt is one of my favorite Pokemon. He's like a 5 out of 5. I put him like he'd probably be in my like top 30 Pokemon somewhere.
Those two Pokédex entries directly contradict each other.
Oh,
What's the other one say?
if angered,
Yeah.
the humps on its back erupt a shower of molten lava.
It will erupt every 10 years, or if angered.
Or just any time it wants to.
Whichever comes first.
Whatever it feels like that decade, I suppose.
It gets real mad every 10 years.
I've never understood why it has the blue rings on its side, but I also am really glad it has them.
Yeah, they're all. I love
Kinda-
that they just don't really have a specific reason, but
It
they
looks
just
like the
look
windows
good.
on a ship, like little round.
Yeah, I don't feel like they really add anything. I think it would be
I
just
think
as good without those.
No, I think they add some like variety to his skin, and then they sort of give additional like crater-ish vibes.
I think it should be a mural, like an Iron Maiden mural, like an 80s van.
Yeah.
Like lightning.
I just like how this is one of the Pokemon where you can sort of just sense what his vibe is and what he does. Like he just sits there like a chill guy, but you don't fuck with him because you get volcanoed, and I
every
like that.
10
Get
or
volcanoed, nerd.
it depends which version.
I like
And
it
also
better
just-
than Numel, but not by much.
I like it significantly more than Noble. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. I love
Wow.
Camerupt.
I like him the same, which isn't very much. The 2.
I think ground type sausage is one of my favorite types. so
I'll
that
be
helps.
generous and give him a 3.
This one's face also reminds me of some other cartoon.
He looks like, oh, what's it called? Moomin.
Moomin.
No, I was thinking the eyes. Oh my god.
I'll give him a 3. I don't like him as much as Nummel, but I think it's a good evolution. Like I like that it still looks kind of goofy looking, but it actually looks like a fighter this time.
Yeah.
Now, Mega Camerupt,
I do not like Mega Camerupt.
I'm not into. I don't like how shaggy he is. I don't like that he's now a literal volcano, basically.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's way too much. I also don't like his fur, how it's like an extension of the volcano. It just looks weird. I'd rather I'd like Camerupt getting some love, but I'd rather they just didn't give him a Mega at all, and if this is what we get.
I was thinking the fur makes him look like something else, but it's another Pokemon. That big hump, like bison one.
Oh,
It's like a
Bouffalon,
shag
maybe?
carpet. forget what the Pokemon is called. We
don't
have
know.
covered it.
Oh,
It's earlier.
that's not Buffalant. I don't know.
Oh, isn't it? It's like a big.
No, Buffalant's Gen
Tauros.
5.
Okay. Well, it looks like something else.
Yeah, I don't like this mega. I also don't like the vibe shift. Like, yes, some chill in normal camera ups, and here he looks like an asshole, and I don't like his smile. And I don't like his hair as well. I kind of don't like anything about this. Just because I like camera ups so much, so I'll say 1. It shouldn't exist.
I'll give it a 2. I mean, like, it should exist because they did it for the remakes, although it definitely felt like they forced themselves to make a lot of the megas for ORAS, in my opinion, whereas they didn't, a lot of them just don't feel as natural, or just don't feel as good, I guess.
I'm gonna give it a 3. I feel the same about this as I do about normal camera up, honestly.
It's just okay.
It's bad.
Torkoal.
This guy's awesome.
I also really like Torkoal, yeah.
I like Torkoal now. When I was a kid, this was one of the most confusing designs to me. I always thought, just like because of the sprite, it's very clear on this, but I always thought that like the red spots on the shell were eyes, and it had like one hand that was reaching up and holding like
What?
like a rope made out of smoke.
Huh.
That's like a sock puppet, kind of.
That would be kind of cool, I guess. It would look like he had like a trunk or something.
I thought you were gonna say that you thought the nostrils were eyes.
That would be good.
Tiny little
Just
dots.
Just smoke coming out of
Shooting
his eyes.
smoke out of your eyes.
I'm gonna post like look at that. That looks like two eyes in the
that
hand.
makes
I
sense.
guess,
That makes
yeah.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
It's like a crab.
Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of cool as a design. Not gonna lie. Like, it would be a really weird, interesting design.
I can see it now.
Makes sense.
And what Torkoal really is still pretty good, but I like it so much less than what I thought it was as a kid.
That's fair.
Like a fiery tentacle or something.
Yeah.
Turquoise looks fucking awesome. It might be a 5.
I'd say 5 as well. If I'm giving camera
Wow.
up to 5, I think I'm giving Torkoal a 5 as well.
Perfect.
Just a
And he's
good little.
tiny, 1'8".
Oh,
He's normal turtle sized.
Oh, that's weird.
that makes him less cool.
I thought he looked like 4 feet tall or something.
I think that
I thought it'd be like.
I think this is one of those things that they just kind of ignored for the anime, because I know Ash had one.
Yeah.
Like that thing was definitely not 1 foot.
No. He was like the size of a medium large dog or something. in the
Yeah.
anime, I think.
A small boulder the size of a large boulder.
That's right.
I think it's a 3 for me.
I'll give him a 4. I like it. Yeah.
I think the official art with all the smoke does help him out a lot, because seeing him without it, he just kind of looks like a red turtle, but the smoke helps a lot.
Red
Oh,
turtle.
damn.
The red spots on the shell also add a lot. Without those,
Yeah,
it would
they're
be a
great.
lot less
Yeah.
interesting.
But just seeing him without the smoke, he does look kind of
That
boring.
motherfucker
So
is not a 1'8".
Either that or Ash is 3 feet tall.
Well, we don't know, honestly.
I guess this is a Pokemon where the best version of the Pokemon is just the official art, and seeing him in most other contexts, he doesn't register as cool.
Because
Yeah.
So
obviously,
I'll You go ahead.
whoever made that episode saw the official art, didn't read the height, and was like, that guy's got to be 4 feet tall, right? Because he looks it.
I guess I'll drop to a 4, because seeing all the pictures of him without the smoke kind of makes him look quite
I'll say
underwhelming.
5.
I guess it's just hidden by
Because
a
he
really
can always
tiny...
make more smoke, is the thing.
It's true.
Alright, Spoink.
5.
I
Spoink
kinda
is cute.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate this guy.
What?
He would be much better if he didn't have that fucking ball between his ears.
I disagree.
It's his magic gem.
Yeah.
Sprink.
How else is
I-
he supposed to ponder any orbs?
I like this guy. He's one of those
Spoink
weird
will
Pokemon.
die if it stops bouncing. Me
Right.
grabs Spoink. He just grabs every Spoink I see.
Now,
This
if you
is
just
just-
tip it over, it can never get
Yeah.
back up.
No!
I mean, if you'd make a Pokemon chessboard, Spoink would be a good one to use as one of the pawns. Like, he looks like a chess piece.
Yeah.
I like Spoink. He's just one of those designs where I don't even know how they arrived at this design of having a.
I mean, they arrive.
A spring pig.
What's it called? Pigs have corkscrew tails, so that's how.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I didn't even think of that. That's actually kind of cute.
That's it makes sense how they get there. It's just.
Yeah, I can see.
Like it.
I'm guessing they worked backwards from Grumpig on this one.
I don't think so. I think Grumpig's. But we'll get to that. Spoink's cute. I'll give him a 4. I like it.
Better if you imagine the nostrils are eyes.
Just like a guy wearing a little shy guy.
It's a guy
mask.
wearing an outfit. Yeah, it's like a mascot costume.
I like Spoink. I like his rosy cheeks. I like how he has no mouth. I've said that before. I don't know why. I think that's just a good design feature for them to have no mouth. This is a 4 for me.
I'll say 2. I don't like it.
I'll give it a 3. Like it's charming, but I've never really thought about it much. This guy's always just existed to me.
Same. Does he become something cool?
No.
Not
No.
really.
I really dislike Grumpig.
This is Hypno well. if Hypno was a pig.
I mean, Hypno is still 4 degrees worse than Grumpig, but Grumpig's still bad. It just loses all the charm that Spoink has with the cheeks and the bouncing thing.
The eyes. Why does it have weird human? I don't like it.
I just don't understand it. Like they had the bouncing thing with Spoink, and then they just
like a monkey than a pig. It's like a lemur.
Yeah, he is very monkey-like. I just don't like that they had the bouncing thing with Spoink, and that makes Spoink fun. And then they just completely abandon it for something that looks nothing like Spoink, other than the curly tail and the big nose.
Also, it doesn't look grumpy at all. What's the name? Grumpig.
Yeah.
No idea.
Good point.
This is a jolly fellow.
I also don't like that it dances, which is apparently in the deck entry. I don't love that.
I don't get it. I don't get the black pearls and all. Like,
I just don't get anything about
That's
it.
from all the all the spoinks it's eaten. It collects the pearl.
It has bat ears as well. It looks like a combination between a bat, a pig, and like a monkey.
A weird monkey man. Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah, no. He sucks 1. I also don't even like the color scheme. I don't like the black and the purple together.
that's probably the only thing I do like about it.
I think it's just slightly off. I don't.
I give it
just
a 2.
like the.
He's never
Yeah,
been
1 for
horrible
me.
for me, but it's just like I've always
think it's
forgotten
just-
this guy existed. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather Spoink just exist on its own.
He's also really small.
2'11". He's only a little bit taller than the spoink. Spoink was like 2'8".
That is sad.
2'4".
2'4".
That is quite sad.
Maybe 2'4" if you unravel
That's-
the.
I mean, again, I believe if you see these two in the anime, Grumpig is at least 4 times taller. He must be, because he looks like it.
Spinda.
It sucks.
I have never liked Spinda.
Nah,
I
me
like
neither.
Spinda.
Yeah, Spinda's like
It's
a.
like,
Spinda's
it's like Pichu, but bad.
Yeah, Spinda's gimmick has always been way more interesting than the actual Mon and anything it can do. It's completely useless. But its one thing is that it's generated with like a binary code or something like that, so that every sprite is unique.
Right.
So,
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the spots are unique, so every spin is unique, probably not, but they're like they are randomly generated in their sprites. And sometimes you just get one that I don't know has a big red spot on the middle of his face or something.
Oh. Okay. I mean,
Just the
that's
placement of the
pretty neat.
spots.
Okay.
It's just kind of boring.
I
Spinda.
kind of like how he's just a dizzy guy and how he's always wobbling. I think that's
Here, I'll just
cute
pull this
enough.
up. Like Unknown, Spinda has many variations in its species, all involving the placement of its spots. Like Unknown's letter, the spot placement is generated based on the individual's personality value, and likewise has no effect on the stats. Unlike Unknown, however, these differences are rarely repeated, as the calculation uses the entirety of the personality value, a number that can range from 0 to 4.2 billion.
What the fuck?
Some person, yeah. So that's the thing. There's like infinite variations of Spinda. but it doesn't do
Okay.
anything, so I don't know why they made it like that. Cool idea,
Someone
not a good
found out.
Pokemon.
Some
One.
developer
give
found
it a
out he
2.
could tie a pattern generator to the number.
It gets a point for the cool concept, I guess.
I'm giving it a 1 because I just don't get the point of it when the Pokemon's so useless and nothing.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons I've always disliked it too is it shows up at a point in the game where you expect to like be getting more interesting stuff than this.
Yeah.
Sure. I just kind of like its sprite and seeing
is
it,
it like-
it's 3D sprite. You're seeing it wobbling over and almost
Is it
falling
like
over.
a
I think that's
late
pretty
game
cute.
Pokemon?
No, it's mid
Like mid to late.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you're never gonna be using it, but I like the sprite. Like the animated sprite is just pretty fun. Just almost falling over, trying to keep itself straight, and I think that's cute.
I
enough
agree
to
that
give
this-
it a 3.
I agree that the sprite is good, but then when you try to make it, I guess, more realistic looking, like in this image, and the eyes and all that just don't make any sense.
Sure.
So,
I'll
I'll say
give it
I'll
a
say
3.
I'll say
give it a
3.
3.
okay.
2 because I don't like it. 3 because it's has the neat pattern thing.
Whoops, what did you say?
3.
3. Okay.
Trapinch.
I like Trapinch a lot.
Trapinch is
I like
great.
this guy.
Look at this dude.
I'm conflicted.
I like that he's little baby. He's got the eggshell diaper.
Is that what that is?
I'd always
I don't
assume
think
that's
that's what
kind of
that
what it
is.
is. I don't know.
I've never seen it that
It's
way,
like,
but I guess
it's
I've
like
never paid much.
Togepi. Where,
Is
like,
it?
had hatched from an
Well,
egg.
it's
and
way better than Togepi.
Yeah, it's way better than Togepi.
I like his eye. It's just like another like
Yeah.
weird little bug eye, like just not looking too entirely like there's not much life behind those eyes, but there's some.
It makes it look very eager. Like it looks like it has a
Yeah.
lot more energy than you would expect for something shaped like this.
And you also just it's one of those Pokemon where you just can get what it does. Like it just sits in the sand and it just snaps
Bite
at
you.
Yeah.
Me when I get you.
Yeah. I like this guy. I like
I'm
ground
gonna give it a
types
4.
in general. Yeah, 4 is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 too.
Yeah, 4. 4 is good.
Then Vibrava.
Vibrava.
I like this guy as well.
I don't like this guy.
I like this guy.
Really. I love
I
his
like
wings.
the shape language on this thing. Yeah, like the shape of the wings is really cool.
Just the colors. I like the shape of the wings. I think dragonflies are cool, and it's just a good dragonfly Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Trapinch, of course, but
I think I would like it much better if it didn't also have those at the end of the tail.
Oh, I like that. I like how there's
Yeah.
2 big ones and 2 little ones.
if I'm objecting to anything, it's the antenna on the head.
Antenna are also not good.
That's
Yeah, I don't.
They could have done.
I don't love
without
the
one of them.
antennae. I think it could have done without either.
I mean, they could have done the antenna in a different style so it doesn't look
Yeah, or like-
fleshy
Yeah.
protrusions.
Yeah.
Or like backwards to make it look a bit more dynamic. But
Just
I-
make them black lines. Make them like on a catter. No, wait, not caterpillar.
Or give it like more
Something else.
interesting feet.
I don't mind-
Okay,
I like the feet.
I
give
see
it a
you.
I like the black.
Just shows up 4 perfect human feet. Here, you like me better now, freak. Is this what you wanted?
I like this, and I think this is one of the coolest evolution lines for Gen 3, honestly. So I'd give it a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
I
say 4
did-
as well.
Oh, does
I
this
dropped
evolve
this one
from
down to a 3.
Trapinch?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it's
They
it's
have
a,
nothing in common. What are you talking
it's
about?
a weird it's a
Trapinch
weird
is like a
evolution line.
larva sort of thing, I guess.
Not even the same color or
And
shape. There's nothing shared.
It's based on an antlion.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about? They have nothing in common.
It is true that they have very little in common visually,
Look,
and also
look up an
Vibrava.
antlion panic. The
They-
babies, the larvae are like, they hide at the bottom of like a hole in the sand, and they have just a big pair of
antlions are
jaws
fucking
that sticks
freaky.
out, and then they turn into like a fly.
See, here's a. I mean, I guess this might be a little.
Well, Trapinch also doesn't look like anything like an antlion.
Well, it
Sure
looks like
it does.
It's the
antlion
same
larva
vibe.
here. Here's antlion
Antlions
larva
are
right
gross.
here.
No, don't. That's disgusting.
Are you happy that you get to see this?
Trapinch is just an antlion if you put the jaws on the big part instead of the little
Oh,
part.
that's Gore of my comfort character. Oh, that's an antlion. Disgusting.
Here's where it comes together. Flygon.
Yeah, Flygon is perfect.
Flygon rules. Like there's a reason this line is a huge fan favorite. I thought about this overnight actually. I really, really like how Gen 3 expanded the pool of dragon types, because up to this point, there were literally 4 dragon types in the entire series. The Dratini line, and then Kingdra. And so, for this one, I think that Pokemon were like, hey, we should probably add more than, like, 1 dragon per
What if we had more dragons, guys?
Yeah. But what's cool is that they still make the dragon types kind of cool and mystifying in their own unique ways, so that's one of the reasons why I like this line so much and why I like Trapinch, because the idea of getting like this common baby-like Pokemon that then evolves into a cool dragonfly like this, it's just a cool idea.
Yeah, for sure.
They executed it really well.
Flygon is a 5.
I'll give Flygon a 4, like Pinch, whatever. I did not like Vibrava. Vibrava.
Vibrava. I don't think we got a score from you on Vibrava.
2. I didn't like it at
2.
all.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Flygon.
I'll give Flygon a 4.
I'm gonna give Flygon a 5. He rules. I usually go out of my way to get one in RSC. Cacnea.
This guy freaks me a little bit out because it looks like something inside the cactus.
Yeah, like it's just holes.
It's like, is it hollow and some freak is hiding in there, just looking at you? Also, because the arms are like on a teddy bear, like they have the line, like it's stitched. It looks like a suit.
Yeah, there is something like Halloween about this.
It's like a fucking pervert in there.
I kind of like how freaky he is.
Yeah, that contributes, I think.
2. I don't like.
I guess I can appreciate that it's supposed to look kind of creepy, but I never got that vibe from it. It just looks odd to me.
It's like
I really don't like the face.
Kind of thing.
I kind of like the face.
I do. I like it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.
I don't like the crown. I know it's like because cacti also have a crown like that, but I don't like how it looks like he's wearing a hat. I don't like.
I think it needed something on top of the head, like if it was just round up there. But it could have been more of like the dark green spikes.
They could have made it more.
Is this the one that evolves into sombrero Pokemon?
Kind of.
No, that's we've had that. That's Ludicolo.
Cacturn does have a hat.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh right, he does. Yeah, but it's more like a cowboy hat or something, sort of vibe. Yeah, I mean, aside from the crown, which I think is just a little too on the nose, it just looks too much like a hat instead of a natural thing that's supposed to look like a hat.
The crown isn't on his nose; it's on his head.
Did I say it's on his nose? Oh, Jesus. Okay, but I do like him overall enough. I'll say a 3.
I'll give him a 3 too, even though I was complaining. And then he's Cacturn.
No.
This one I do not like.
1.
I like him fine enough. I don't like his body, I guess. His body is just a weird little mushy generic man shape with spikes on it.
Yeah.
He's like a
weirdo
Gumby.
in a suit.
See, this one I
guess he is.
I do like the face on this one. I like how creepy it is.
Yeah.
I love his hat. But I don't like the rest of him. I don't
speaking
like that he looks
of
like a gingerbread man.
I agree that the
that's-
face works better here, but I don't
Whoops
like the
will know what
body
I'm-
at all, and I'm not really into the hat shape.
Whoops will know what I'm talking about when I say this guy looks like, with the hat, it looks like the Wanderer guy from Moomin. Whatever his name is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no idea what his name is, but I know what you mean.
The guy who's always fishing and just chilling.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 2.
Same.
1.
Yeah, I'll actually drop to a 2 as well.
I actively hate this Pokemon.
Swablu.
I don't like this one either.
What do you have against Swablu?
It's weird.
Its proportions are a little weird. Just a ball with a weirdly big beak.
It's a groomer. It constantly grooms. It says so right there.
groom lifestyle all day, every day.
It can't stop.
It can't relax.
I also can't.
Like,
Constantly
dude,
grooms.
stop.
It can't relax.
I relate to
Just
Snorlax.
the least chill Pokemon of all time.
I think Soblu's fine. I think he is a little weird, but I think he's maybe a little too on the nose as well, like having clouds as wings. But I do think visually it looks fine.
Yeah, I really like the little cotton wings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 3.
3.
Yeah, 3's fine.
Panic. Panic.
Panic's muted.
He's
Okay.
muted.
Panic's crying again. Altaria.
I do really like Altaria.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
another
it's
one
just
where
sitting in a cloud.
it's a common dragon type, but I like it for that.
Altaria
kinda-
jumps from a 3 up to a 4 for me.
I'll give it a 4.
This
Yeah.
one's kind of kinky.
What?
What are you talking about?
You mean like
It's like
it's like
hiding,
the
it's like
Naruto?
hiding under. It's like hiding under the cloud. Like what's under there?
You're imagining like the Naruto.
It's like a
Wispy.
burlesque show with like they're hiding behind big feathers. It's like
It's a
there's nothing
chicken.
there.
Panic. What the fuck are you talking?
I actually, unfortunately, I do see where you're coming from.
I don't even know what you're imagining under there. It's just a fucking chicken.
It's probably just a chicken, but it could be anything.
I like his face. I don't know. I just look in the eyes and I'm like, yeah, that's the face I see when I look in my bird's eyes. It has good bird vibes.
Just
Yeah.
no thoughts, head empty.
Yeah,
Head
but
in
like
the clouds.
there's something going on in there, but most of it's just kind of confusion and weird bird chaos, mental energy, and his body just can't really keep it because it's stuck in a cloud. I don't know. Yeah, I like Altaria. It's a 4 for me.
4. Yeah.
3.
Mega Altaria.
Also
Extra
really good.
cloudy.
That's what's under there. It was just a bird.
I like this as well.
Okay.
You don't?
Not really. It's just
Yeah, I think it's worse than normal Altaria.
I like the color shift. I like there's a bit of a shimmer on the clouds, and I like the big long tail. I don't think I necessarily like it more than base Altaria, but I think it's just a good solid manga that changes design enough to be interesting without ruining what makes the original design good.
yeah. I mean that's fair. I just don't think it's an improvement. That's basically it. I just don't like how overly poofy it is.
I like
I
that
kinda
Altaria
like that.
got a Mega.
Yeah.
I think that was a good choice.
Yeah, and Dragon Fairy's a cool type as well for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, definitely.
It has the
So
long
so
Articuno
mega.
tail now.
So mega. 4'11". What a mega.
Although I was very disappointed because I used one for my story mode in Omega Ruby because I really wanted to have Mega Altaria in my party, and Mega Altaria is post game only, so yeah, I just had to have a Mega Altaria. That soured me a little bit on Altaria.
I see.
Are mega evolutions not temporary?
No,
Yes,
they're
but
only
you
in
need
battle.
specific item.
And you have to have the item required for it.
I'll give this a 4 as well. I think it's just like a side grade to Altaria. Just solid, but nothing.
Side grade. I'll give it a 3.
3.
Like the original.
I'm gonna say 3.
Alright, Zangoose is a 5. This was my guy.
Yeah,
back in the
5.
day.
This guy is so sick of you.
Even though I am pretty sure he's only available in Sapphire, which means I've never actually
Yeah.
had one.
I'm gonna be the dissenter, I guess. I don't care about this guy.
I feel nothing when I look at his Angoose.
Same. I
He's
feel.
so-
It
mad.
looks like it should be the middle evolution for a line that doesn't exist.
Yes. It just looks like
Yeah.
Vigoroth type
I could see
thing,
that.
but I don't know. It's just like a normal
Kinda
type.
got-
It doesn't. You don't really get a sense of.
Electabuzz vibes of just this like
Yeah.
weird guy with a lightning bolt on his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you don't really get a sense of like what his niche is or what he does. It just looks like a generic, like angry fox type thing. I
Right.
don't really know. I guess he's like the claw guy. Like if you think of a move like Fury Swipes, I guess it's
Yeah.
a Zangoose
Well,
thing.
he's like a pair with Seviper. He's supposed to be
Yeah.
a Mongoose.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of
But he's
just,
so much less interesting than Seviper.
yeah, I just don't think he fills any niche that I see. I just wouldn't really know what we would miss without him existing.
Yeah.
And I also don't generally. I think the red eyes are too much.
He's
like
discount
too-
Vigoroth.
I mean, I don't even like Vigoroth that much, but he
Right.
is the same vibe.
I'm giving him
I'll
a
say-
1.
Wow.
I'm not gonna go that low because I don't think he offends me. I think he just bores me. So I'll say 2.
I started out on a 5, but I think I'm down to a 3.
Okay. I'm staying at a 5 because if there's anything that I like, it is generic angry fox things. That is
Definitely,
literally
that's fair.
what
It's
that
very
is
much-
literally
You
what
know
I
what
have
he-
based my icon around. So
It is on brand for you. If only it would be wearing a witch hat, then it would be.
Zangoose looks like a
perfect.
DeviantArt OC. That's what he is.
He does look like a Sonic OC.
Yeah.
Like someone who took Electabuzz and like did a color swap and an angry face. There you go. That's my OC. Do not steal.
do not steal, please. Seviper is a snake with
This is-
detail.
He's a
Like,
snake.
it's too much detail.
I
I don't like how in
even-
the fold, like the way where it folds and bends, there's like an extra little line that makes it like all scrunched up. It's very, very inelegant.
I kind of like the Egyptian or like African-ish vibes it has, but
I do
just,
like
again,
the eye. It has
yeah,
mischievous eyes.
Yeah. I
also
really
has,
like
like,
the
a grin.
coloration on him.
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's like a good snake Pokemon, but I don't think it's a snake Pokemon we needed with like Ekans and Arbok existing. Like it's not adding
But those
enough to
aren't
the
in
snake
this game,
Pokemon
so
thing.
They made a different one.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but in terms of the grand spectacle, the grand selection of Pokemon, it's kind of forgettable. Like you're only gonna think of it naming all the Pokemon because you're just gonna be going through all the snake Pokemon in your head, and you'll probably run into
are
this.
there that many snake Pokemon?
No,
really.
but it's too close to Arbok and
seems like
Ekans.
an archetype that's ripe for innovation.
Yeah.
Like this could be like a split evolution from Ekans, I guess. Like you either get Seviper or Arbok. That could have been a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely no Arbok. Arbok is
But it's no
awesome.
Arbok. Yeah, it's.
don't
I
know.
think
It's
it's
better
just a
than
no.
Ekans, though.
I don't think it needed to exist.
I don't think
That's
it's so
kind of my
similar
thing.
to Ekans and Arbok where this is just redundant. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of redundant.
It's at least a 3 for me, maybe a 4.
I
I'll
give it
do
a 4
3.
personally. I think it's cool.
I think it's cool. Sure, I'll say 3. I just don't get
I'll
excited
say
by
3.
it.
I don't like the way it folds up. It looks weird.
I will
I do agree with that.
maybe
I
say
think its
that
pose could be better.
this like I think it maybe looks cooler in like official art than it actually does in game, because when you see it in game it's like scrunched down really small and the details get obscured. So maybe that's something. But I think it's fine. Lunatone.
This
I
one's
like Lunatone.
pretty good. I do love me a silly moon.
Yeah, it's simple, but I like the like big red unblinking eye and the weird middle mouth thing that doesn't even look like it can really move or open.
Yeah, it's kind of beakish.
Yeah, like it has a beak, but it has no way to use it because it's just a big floating mass of unmoving rock. Like I don't think you ever see it open its mouth or anything like that.
I don't even know if that's supposed to be.
And that would be weird as well. Is it not?
I
I guess
guess
it's supposed to be
It's,
something.
it's definitely supposed to evoke that, at least.
Well,
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I like this guy. I think he's good. I'll say a 4.
4. Yeah, 4.
I don't like Lunatone. I don't get it.
I
This
I
is-
don't really like either of them, but I like Lunatone less.
Yeah, it's just a rock with an eye to me. Like, it feels too on the nose like something that it doesn't seem like. I guess I can't take it too seriously as something that's supposed to be a living creature in its own world, I guess. If that makes sense.
I guess that's fair, but I just kind of like how it looks, so that overrides it for me.
I'll give it a 2. I'll be generous and give it a 2.
I think I'll give it a 2, I guess. Because I don't quite hate it enough. I do like Solrock more. Because
Yeah.
I like how
less.
naturally
I like it less as
jagged
well.
he looks.
I just dislike the eyes on Solrock.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
shape
like the
is
eyes a
really
lot.
cool, but the eyes ruin it.
Like this, I can take more seriously as like a sentient rock.
I actually think Lunatone has more like psychic sentient vibes. Like, I think Solrock just looks too inanimate for me.
Yeah,
I
this
think
looks like
that-
something you would find.
Yeah, it looks like an object. It just looks like a sunstone, which is, I guess, kind of the point. But I like how Lunatone kind of looks like it has some life and like weird psychicness behind its eyes. And in Solrock, I'm just kind of missing that.
It gives off light similar to the sun. So light?
That's-
I mean, what do
so-
you mean? Light
Like an
similar to the sun.
An amount similar to the sun.
That's so much.
When it spins, its body shines. That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think like the pairing of Lunatone and Solrock is pretty fun, but I think there's a better version of Solrock that could have existed.
Probably.
I don't really like the version that we got that much. It looks too inanimate to me. So I'll say 2.
3.
I'll give him a 3. I remember using him in game and finding him surprisingly useful in Nuzlocke.
I'm gonna give it a 2.5 because I like it better than Lunatone, but it's not a 3 to me.
Okay. Barboach.
Don't. It's just a fucking shrimp.
Yeah, this is kind of nothing.
Yeah. I have
2.
no strong feelings.
I don't even have anything to say about it. I don't even know anything to just. Yeah, this just exists to make Whiscash not a single evolution, and I don't even know why that would be a problem.
Yeah.
So I don't understand it.
They just needed to have more small, fishable Pokemon, I guess.
I
Yeah,
guess.
probably.
It just feels like filler, and it just doesn't do anything. I mean, it doesn't offend me, but I kind of feel like it's just so unnecessary. So I'm torn between a 1 and a 2. I'll say 2, I guess.
It's 2. It's just forgettable.
Yeah, 2.
I think this guy's even more forgettable, though, Whiscash.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he's more forgettable, but I don't think he's any better.
I think Whiscash is fine. As like the mud Pokemon, I guess, or like a mudfish. I think he hits that vibe well enough.
Yeah, but
I like how
we already
derpy
had
he
it.
is.
Like, you talk about Pokemon that are redundant. We already had a Mudfish that was a water and ground type in Quagsire.
That's true. That's true. But Quagsire's more lizard vibes, and this is just a fish
Well,
Quagsire. I guess.
Whiscash's sin is being like the only water ground type in any game that's not like really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind Whiscash. I think he's a 3.
I'll give him 2 again, and this line should be grateful that I'm not giving them both 1s.
Yeah, I'd give him a 2. This guy needed something more. Like, I feel like he needs another evolution.
Actually, I take it back. I am giving them both 1s.
Dang. Give it to him.
This guy sucks.
I looked at that like little drippy bit on the lips, and I said,
Yeah.
"Actually, fuck this guy."
Oh, I like the drippy bit on the lips. I like the whiskers. I think those are like the elements that make him add a bit of vibe or something interesting to him that makes me put him at a 3.
You know what? I'm going down to 1 because I feel so strongly about the Quagsire
Wow.
Yeah, join me, Maz.
similarity. But they did
Panic.
not need to make this guy.
Choose your side.
Sure. Mechanically,
What?
I'm
What's
with
the
you.
sides?
But
Loving or
design-wise, I
hating?
think he
Yeah.
Yeah,
design-wise,
I
I
don't like
think he has design-wise, I think he has enough different from Quagsire that gives him some unique vibe.
Also, his episode got banned in the anime, so this fucker can't do anything right.
Wait, I haven't heard about that one. Why did this?
It
episode
got
get
banned because it used Earthquake, and there was an earthquake that happened very, very recently when this was going on, so they didn't want to offend anybody. Way to go, Whiscash. Offending people. Corfish.
Causing earthquakes. This
I-
Pokemon is just dead inside.
I cannot explain it, but I love this line.
I do kind of like how, like, weirdly derpy Corfish
Yeah.
looks. It just looks kind of
I guess
dumb
Krabby
and
also.
clumsy, and that's funny.
I
I've always-
truly can't articulate it, but I just look at this guy and he makes me so happy.
I've always kind of found it weird that like Trapinch and Corphish are in the same generation, and they just like the claws just look like Trapinch.
That is true.
That always just threw me off looking at Corphish because I just see him holding 2 Trapinches.
Now that you say that.
But other than that, I like his weird empty look. And
I like this
how
guy a
just
lot.
shelly he feels. Yeah, he's pretty good.
I like the big claws. I like the 3 spikes on his head. I like how like detailed the shapes of the legs are.
Yes, I love the tiny little, way too detailed legs.
Yeah.
I like how layered he feels. Like he has an outer and an inner shell as well. I think that's
Looks like a real scuttler.
yeah.
I'm
I don't
gonna
love him though.
I'll restrain myself and give him a 4.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, 4's fine.
I'm torn between a high 3 and a low 4. I think he's slightly above average. I'll still say 3, but like on the upper end of that.
All right.
Then Crawdont.
This guy's
Groudon, I
awesome.
gotta give him a 5.
Dang.
This is a
guy's
fucking beast.
Fucking beast. What? I don't like that he's got normal legs now. He's got
Yeah.
2 little legs and 2 normal.
I've never really paid much attention to that, but I don't mind it. I kind of like how he has like big beefy hind legs and just looks ready to fuck you up.
In this one, the like black circle around the eye just gives it like a weird intensity.
Yeah, he looks.
It really
fucking-
looks like he's staring you
Yeah.
down.
Right, but he's not because he's 3'7".
Yeah.
I always have one weird thing with Crawdont where I know the mouth is like the or like the opening for the mouth is like the upper bit of the, I guess, beige-ish color. But the blue thing just kind of makes that look like a weird mouth as well.
I've never
Like
really
he's
thought too much about
smiling.
Crawdont personally, but he's fine. To me.
I think he's pretty
I'll
awesome.
stay with 4.
I'll say 4 as well.
I'll give him a 3.
All right.
Baltoy. I have always thought this guy looked cool.
I agree.
Yeah, I like this
guy.
It's a cool
This is like a-
top guy, but he's got like this. I don't know. He's got like this ancient vibe to him for whatever reason.
Yeah, this one-
I was about to say.
I feel there are a lot of attempts in the series to make like a mysterious ancient object Pokemon, and I think this is the best of them.
Yeah.
I agree. Just ground psychic, like hitting that type combination with like the weird ancient artifact, like animated ancient artifact thing. I think that's great, and Baltoy is just a really good version of that. So I agree, 100%.
I was a big Jack and Daxter fan as a kid, and this feels like this would belong in that universe.
Jack and Daxter was one of the first video games I ever owned, and because I was like 6, I don't think I ever got off like the starting island.
Dang. That's real though.
This guy reminds me of the persona you can get in Persona 5 that's like immune to everything.
Oh
also-
yeah.
He's less than 2 feet tall and he weighs 47 pounds.
Just like me for real.
He's dense.
A dense motherfucker.
I'll give him a 4.
I give him a 5. Fuck it, I like him.
I'm
got
going
3.
4.
3, completely just not in the middle.
I like this guy.
Claydol.
Claydol I don't like as much.
Yeah,
I like him less.
Yeah, Claydol
That's
is
one-
too weird.
This sucks. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, I
I
don't.
just don't really understand him.
I like the eye patterning on like the bottom part of the body.
Yeah. What this image isn't communicating is that he does just float and he just hovers, which makes him a lot better, especially since he spins around. But I don't like the eyes. I've always thought that was... It's just too weird. In a way that
Yeah.
isn't cool or interesting. It's just kind of dumb.
I
2.
agree. Yeah, I'll say 2.
I'll say 3 for the creativity of it, but a little disappointing from Baltoy. Would panic rate it.
1.
Okay,
I think
thought
it's
so.
hideous.
Yeah, that's fair. Lily.
1. This is hideous.
Yeah, I don't like
I-
Lily.
I think it's hideous, but in a fun way. I kind of like Lily. Just so weird.
I think that they messed up by trying to do the mysterious black ball with the face, like the Cloyster thing from Gen 1 or some other Pokemon from back then. But you can't do that when it also has tentacles sticking out of it.
Yeah.
So, like, is there, like... I don't get it now. It's just weird. Like, I thought this was supposed to be a shadow. Is that its head? Why does it have eyes like that? It's... I don't quite get what they were
I don't know. I kind of like it.
I appreciate just how weird it is,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna give it a 2.
I'm gonna go 3. I think there's enough interesting about him, even if he looks a little weird, that makes me respect it enough to give it a 3. And I mean, if you had this violent of a reaction to Lilip, you are gonna be having a reaction to Cradley, because that's the
I think
reaction I have when
Cradily
I.
is so much better.
Oh, I think Cradley is so much worse.
I like the idea of
I-
this as a plant just, like, standing somewhere. But the colors don't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Yeah, the colors are big.
I like the
big
colors a
drain
lot.
on it, actually, I think.
I like the colors a lot, actually.
Mons, what's your
Like
score?
the pink and purple.
2. Cradilly.
And this I hate.
Also bad.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I think Lilip's like unsettling in a fun way. I think Cradley is just unsettling.
Cradilly, it should be like 9 feet tall. The fact that it's 4'11" is not good, but
Messing this up.
but if when I imagine this thing as being like huge and looming, then I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I hate how it looks like its limbs were cut off and it just has weird stumps on his body. I hate,
Yeah.
like, I know they're supposed to be like the fake eyes and the real eyes is the ball in there, but I just hate how it looks like these big empty doofus eyes and these buck teeth. It just looks so freaky to me.
Oh, okay. I
That
get
is
it.
a funny way of looking at it. Yeah.
That's like basically the only, I have to look seriously put effort into my mind to see it the way I'm supposed to, or like to see the fake eyes as actual fake eyes, but I just see them as his eyes. If I look him in the face, that's the part I look at, and that just makes him look so fucking weird and unsettling, and he just, yeah, that freaks me out.
The funny thing is that I actually barely noticed the fake eyes until really looking at this.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Really?
I
That's
always
crazy to me.
I always knew that the yellow thing inside was the actual eye or face or whatever, but
Yeah.
I know, but I just can't unsee just that being the mouth and a big tooth and the fake eyes being the real eyes, which makes him look so unsettling.
that
It's
makes
like
me
fucking
like him
sleep.
more, to be honest. I like that aspect of him now.
I like the idea of it. I just don't like looking at him. It just unsettles me. It looks like my sleep paralysis demon or something.
I do hate the base of it. That is one thing I will agree with, even if I get it, because this is one of the prehistoric, extinct Pokemon. So I kind of get that there's supposed to be some element of it where you understand that this is why it didn't survive, basically. Like, it's meant to look impractical like that. But even then, it's like, yeah, it's kind of eh. I'll give it a 3.
It's a 1 for me.
Panic?
I'll say 3.
I'll stay at 1.
Okay. Anorith.
Kinda like this guy.
This is Spore. This is
I
just
want to
Spore.
like him more than I do.
I really don't
I kinda like-
the eyes just sticking out like that. They look like you could just
Yeah.
pluck them off really easily.
Oh, I
Looks like
I
one of those
kinda like
Pokemon
that.
where the eyes are fake and the actual eyes are the red dots in the middle.
Oh,
But
yeah.
no.
That would be
I
interesting.
like that.
I would like it
Well,
better
I
if
think
it just had the red eyes and the
I
side
like
Yeah,
it a
eyes are-
lot worse. I think like the big empty doofus eyes is like the
Yeah,
main part
yeah.
I like
Actually,
about
I take
it.
that back. I take that back.
And the coloring as well. I like the coloring. I like the green, the white, and the red. Like, it has
I
sort
don't
of.
like the red and white
like-
feathery bits.
I like that. I think they're like Native American feather vibes, which I kind of like. Makes it look old or like historic.
It is category old shrimp.
Old shrimp. That sounds. It sounds like a bad meal.
That's something you'll find at Aesop Rock's Black Hole Superette.
Yeah. No, I think this is a good fossil Pokemon. Like he looks old and like weird prehistoric.
I think I'd like him a lot better if he didn't have the weirdly too realistic pincers in the front.
I kind of like those as well. I guess I see them more as like front legs. I think they're more leg-like to me.
Yeah.
That helps.
I
I
feel
don't
like
really see them as pincers.
I'm quite literally 50-50 on just what I like and what I don't like about it. It feels like a few things stapled onto each other that don't entirely come together. Like, I don't dislike the body, nor do I dislike the feathers, but I don't like them both together.
I'm with you.
I think he kind of works as a total picture, to be honest. I don't really see anything off about him.
I'll give him a 3.
I mean, I'll say like a high 3.
He's fine.
I'm gonna go 2.
3.
Alright.
And Ronaldo? This guy's
Cristiano Armaldo.
Armaldo.
again, the eyes kind of ruin it.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy.
Take off the eyes and feathers, he's cool. With them, he just looks dumb.
Yeah.
Take off the eyes and feathers, and it's
just-
just the big alligator Gen 2 one.
You know, even besides the eyes and the feathers, I don't like the way his claws are just kind of sticking out like these little. Like, I don't like the ball and socket joints that are attached to that are attaching him.
I think that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I don't like how just mechanical this guy looks. I don't get it.
I just don't like how bipedal. I like from Anorith like how crawly and flat, and he looks like a bottom guy, like he's on the floor. And I don't like how they give Armaldo just the fucking Nidoking Tyranitar big cool Pokemon body type that they give to every other evolution.
Yeah.
Like it's just such an overused body type to me, even at this point already. And I guess they started using it less after Gen 3 or 4, or at least a bit less. But yeah, I don't like that it has that body type, and also don't like the eyes. So I'll say a 2.
I'm giving this a 1.
I'm gonna also say 2.
I'm going
They
down.
don't want to address yet that it's only 4'11". This is Nidoking vibes.
It's Nidoking size.
He looks huge. but
Having
he isn't.
he's having a mid off with Nidoking.
This is kind of 3. Yeah.
I give it a 1. I hate this dude. I've never liked him. I don't get
Can't
it.
fault you.
Phoebus. Now, Phoebus is the new Magikarp.
I like
Or a
Phoebus.
new take on
Why does
Magikarp.
Phoebus sound like some fake name? It's like you have Beebus. Phoebus.
I like how flat he is.
This is kind of an interesting line to me because it's obvious that they're going for like a Magikarp Gyarados thing again, but it doesn't. But I like the first evolution worse and the second evolution better.
He's got a very convenient carry handle on the top.
You could just bring him.
That's funny.
You can bring
Bring
him wherever
him
you
to
want.
Bring him to school. Yeah, I agree. It's like clearly
He's
he's just
just
trying
ugly.
to do the Gyarados thing again, but with a slightly different vibe. Like instead of going from silly to cool, he goes from silly to beautiful.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that they do it again, and I don't mind Phoebus on its own either.
This is something they can do this every 3rd gen. Make a new Magikarp.
I think what works for this one is that they actually make it look like a shitty beat up fish. You know, like
Yeah.
because like Magikarp's supposed to be that, but they don't quite get that across. It just looks kind of dumb. But at the end, but in actuality, carp are like useless fish that just live at the bottom of the ocean and eat shit. That's like all they do.
Just looks like a piranha.
And so
And piranhas
Phoebus,
do,
like
by definition, look rough.
Phoebus fulfills that. He fits that description a lot better than Magikarp.
Yeah, I agree.
So I
I like
appreciate
Phoebus
that.
enough.
I'd give him a 4. I like him.
Yeah, I'll match that. I'll say 4 as well.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, guys.
I guess
I think
4
this-
is a lot.
I think
guess
this
4
is just
a
an
lot.
ugly piece of shit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
but
good.
but him being ugly is good. That's like part of the charm. He's supposed to be.
It's ugly on
I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Steve.
Yeah. I
beat
kind
this
of
guy
want to
with
give him a
hammers.
1.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow,
same. Yeah,
damn.
I think so too.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I do
Alright, I
love
was-
the little carry-on handle in the top.
I was
But-
gonna consider dropping to a 3, but if you're both gonna 1, then I'm gonna stick to a 4 just to
Someone
get
has
the
to like
average up.
Phoebus.
To defend his honor.
Have
What
we
say
had
you,
one where we
Vanek?
went ones and 5s?
I'll go 2.
We had that for the first time this session where
Zangoose, right?
let's see, what was it? Yeah.
I
Right,
gave Zangoose
that's
a 5, and you guys hated him.
And give him a 2.
My
This
list.
one is too. I don't like. It's too shiny. It looks so wet.
I like
like that.
melodic.
I like that a lot. I like how
It looks like
fucking
it's
massive
just
it is.
freshly squirted out of a toothpaste.
I can't believe this water-type creature would be wet like that.
That's too much, though. It's because there's no other definition in the skin. It's just a blob.
It's shiny. It's slimy
Yeah.
like an eel.
My big issue with it is why does it have the pointy cone head?
I was about to say,
Is it-
why does it have long dog ears? It's like
I
a
like both
Lady
of
and the
those things.
Tramp dog ears.
Because it's meant to
I
be beautiful. That's the thing. So
Yeah, and it is.
yeah.
I mean, they had to make a beautiful fish, and that's a beautiful fish.
I
That's
imagine
all
it's
I can fucking
because
say.
I imagine it's also because the tail is meant to look like a mermaid's tail of sorts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they wanted to keep some
Just
kind
that
of
it looks
mermaid
like-
imagery.
It looks like some weird ass parasite. I don't like it. It
What?
skeeves me out.
I think I like how massive it is as well. Like seeing it in Pokemon Snap and having it just be this big sea snake, like 20 feet long. I think that's great.
It's also based on an oarfish, which is, I think, an extremely cool animal.
Oarfish?
Yeah.
O-R-E
Think
or
of
mean,
an
A-R?
fish.
OAR.
Or fish themselves look fucking gross, so it's kind of cool that
What the-
Yeah.
Milotic looks.
But they made like a pretty oarfish.
Oh my god, what is this?
What if we took an oarfish and made it hot?
Look at this.
Yeah, they're also massive oarfish.
Yeah.
Like the actual ones are also like 12
They
feet.
go-
Oh, I know oarfish.
Oh, they
They're
go up to
in-
26 feet.
You catch an oarfish in Okami and it's fucking huge.
You can also get it in Animal Crossing.
And Animal Crossing.
wait,
Where's my
am I-
coelacanth Pokemon?
There's
Well-
one in this generation.
There is, yeah. Yes.
Damn. Awesome.
I'm just seeing that the oarfish is known as the Doomsday fish. That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
They're cool. I like them.
Yeah, Milotic is gorgeous. I'll say 5.
Why is it known as that? What did it do?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
4.
What did the oarfish do to earn that name?
Apparently, when oarfish are caught, they earthquakes tend to follow after. It's like a pop culture thing, like a myth. Yeah. Anyway, here's Tom with the weather.
I hate cast.
Here's Ghost with the boobs. What the
Maz
fuck?
and Panic, what did you guys give Melodic?
4.
4.
2. I had a visceral
Two.
negative reaction to seeing it.
Cast form
This guy is
is
weird.
bad.
I
Yeah.
hate. I think gas form is really bad.
Okay.
Don't like its big naturals.
I feel
Big
like
old
we do have
titties.
to. We got to pull up the other cast form
Yeah.
too.
I got that in a second.
It's like the weather Pokemon guy.
Yeah.
That's just too on the nose. Just way too on the nose for
He
me.
changes with the weather, but I don't like his other forms either. To be honest.
I think it's supposed to be like a Terrabozu,
Yeah.
but none of them look good. It's like a bad version of Rotom, like a weather version of Rotom that just looks bad in every single iteration.
Yeah, like
While also just being completely useless and mechanically not doing anything interesting enough with the weather thing.
Right.
the main just design of it, just being this ball with like this goggle shape and the black eyes, like it's too simple to be evocative, and I don't like the body underneath, and then when it changes into the weather forms, it's just nothing. Like I don't get it.
Also, isn't he supposedly be like one of those genetically made Pokemon or something like that? You get him in a lab, right?
Yeah.
No, you just get him from.
Trails.
The Weather Institute just gives it to you just because you say.
think
them.
he's-
But I don't think it's a man-made thing.
I think he's artificial.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't think.
biology. Cast from an artificial Pokemon. He's like in the Porygon
So. Wait,
territory.
really?
Yes.
Hang on. Where is this information?
It was created by scientists in the Weather Institute,
I had no idea.
which makes him worse.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, 1.
Why didn't they make a good Pokemon? They should have done that. Yeah, 1 for cast form.
Stupid fucking scientists.
Fucking idiots.
I'm gonna give it a 2 because I think the kind of neat.
Panic. Alright, Panic.
No. 2.
Okay. Top Cack.
Kecleon.
I don't like Kecleon.
Yeah.
I don't care about Kecleon. I think
This
they
is
could've
another
done-
one where they had kind of a neat idea for Armand
don't
and then just
enjoy
like didn't make
chameleon-
it good enough to
I
be.
don't like chameleons at all to begin with. They're weird. I don't like that chameleons have skin-colored eyes. It freaks me out.
I like chameleons. I just don't like this chameleon.
Yeah, the idea of this guy was a lot cooler than the actual design. Even
Yeah.
the execution of it
Yeah,
was
100%.
cool. I like that they made this an obstacle in the games, which they should do more.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh, I also just thought they were a pain in the ass in the game.
Yeah.
they're just kind of obnoxious. But that's fine. It's just that they have made lizard or even chameleon Pokemon that are better and worse than this before and after this guy. So
I think it would be neat to see like a modern game do another color swap Pokemon and have it just like actually be like tanky
yeah,
and see if that
Yeah.
can be anything.
that could be cool.
I'm giving Kecleon a 1.
Um,
2.
I kind of
Although
want
I
to
do
go
like that
one
little
as well.
zigzag Charlie Brown shirt thing it's got going on.
Yeah.
I just,
That's a 1.
he just has Arthur vibe. I just don't like the circles around the eyes that make him look like he wears glasses. Makes him look too weirdly, like he looks like a person turned into a lizard. He doesn't look like a Pokemon. So I'll say 1 as well.
Hang. Shop it.
It's cast form alter.
Hmm.
It's like the Ghastly for this generation, but like a worse Ghastly, but not bad, I guess.
Yeah. This is a fine
Fine.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a bedsheet ghost.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
there's something under there, right?
Yeah, like
Right.
a sock puppet type thing or something like that. But they don't really do anything too interesting with it. Like even the eyes, which are the most prominent aspect, I guess, aside from the spike on its head, just don't really register as that interesting to me.
I think the eyes
I'm gonna
are...
give it a 3 though. I think it just works. Like it's really simple, but it works.
It's simple, but I don't like the eyes. I think that the eyes are too big and colorful, and they kind of make
Yeah.
it goofier than it's supposed to.
You know what
be.
they remind me of? They remind me of La Brava from My Hero Academia.
That's true, actually.
Yeah?
It's just basically the same eyes.
I can't.
Exactly
disagree.
the same.
I
mean,
don't
who
like
I
how it
like.
has a. I feel like this one should be one of the Pokemon that doesn't have a mouth.
Doesn't have
and
a
I don't
mouth,
like that
yeah.
Mm.
I don't
agree
like
with
that he
that.
has a.
Wait,
I don't.
is that a mouth or is it a fold?
It's a mouth.
Then I hate it a little more.
Yeah.
It would have been more fun if it.
It
just
takes it
was
down
like,
to a 3 for me. Because I do love me a bedsheet ghost. I fucking love ghosts.
I'll
would
say
love
2. I
Mimikyu.
think he's too
All right,
boring.
I'll drop it to a 2.
Yeah, 2 for me. Bayonet.
I do not like this one.
I like Bayonet better.
It's fucking Cheshire Cat.
I really like the zipper mouth. I think that's fun.
Cheshire.
Yeah, right before you said that, I just understood for the first time that it's a zipper. That is pretty cool.
I wish they leaned a little more into the voodoo doll aspect of it. That's the one thing I'll say about it.
I
Kind of
was
like
always just like,
Shuppet, I
why
think.
does it have one really big tooth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of like Shuppet,
So,
I feel
I
like
mean-
they could have leaned further
I-
into the creepiness of it.
I realize its weight is very low because it's a ghost, but that begs the question, why have a weight at all? It's a ghost.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They all
think-
got-
I think,
I
well,
think
it's
for-
supposed to be a doll, right?
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I think I like the face a lot. I don't mind like the big ponytail. I think the body's just boring. I would have preferred it with just Shepherd vibes with that face. But
What's
still
up with
like
the-
a ghostly
the little-
body.
The little tail.
I don't know.
I swear
Maybe it's like the
Maybe it's like maybe it's supposed to be like stuffing that.
yeah,
came
that's,
out of it.
that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
I feel like this Pokemon could have been really cool, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's lacking something, but it has enough to be like, okay, I see what you're going for, and I kind of respect that. And there are some elements. I like the eyes. I like the face quite a lot. I just don't like the body that much, but I like it better than Shepherd, I think. Oh, I don't know if I do. So I'll say 2 still. It's a waste of potential, kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1.
I'll give it a 3 because I don't hate it, but I do agree some missed potential. They could have done more with this. Like I said, I wish they leaned more into the voodoo aspects of it, but those are more for.
I'll give it a 2.
occasions.
Now this
Like
is
that
good.
This is a lot better. Yeah.
Did someone mention the door to darkness? What the hell?
I like Mega Bayonet quite a bit more.
This
I think this is one of the
fucks.
I
one
actually
of the
really
best
like
Megas.
this. Wow, I
one of the
forgot
best Megas.
how cool this was.
This is aura farming.
He looks like something you'd fight at the end of a Kirby game. Like all the Kirby games, have these really
Yeah.
freaky ghosts or like disturbing enemies, and Bayonet's very much that vibe. Or
That's
Mega
a great
Bayonet is.
description.
Yeah.
I love how they go so wild with the zipper thing, but somehow it doesn't feel excessive. It feels just right.
Mhm.
I love how it opens up as like a skirt and sleeves.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of what Bayonet should have been in the first place.
You know, it's great because this actually blends Shuppet and Bayonet's designs together really nicely because this
Right.
actually looks like a sheet ghost covering a
Yeah.
cursed doll.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah,
And the
I-
pose is really good too. That really sells like being on invisible strings.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that at all. Oh, that's
The more I
awesome.
look at this and the more I-
what the fuck though? Whoa.
Okay, this is the more I look at this and the more we talk about it, the more I feel like this is just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about this
5.
too much either. But yeah, 5 out of 5.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Good job, guys. Good job, whoever designed
it.
Mega Bayonet.
Can we go back to normal Bayonet just
5.
for the comparison?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so much worse.
Oh yeah.
Duskull.
Yeah, that's like one of the
Duskull
best
is
Megas.
awesome.
I love
like
Duskull
Duskull
as
a lot.
well.
Yeah,
I like how
he's.
he's.
This is cool.
You can't see it in this image, but I really like that it has 2 eye sockets, but just the one glowing thing in the middle of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hollow.
I love how polite it looks. I don't.
Yeah.
Just its arms behind
It's
his
like
back.
hunched over. It's like an old lady.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
an old gravekeeper type, but like a nice one.
Yeah, that's great.
It eats
I love
children
Duskull.
apparently.
Yeah, well, all
that's
ghost
less
type Pokemon
nice.
do that.
That's less nice.
Sick.
Yeah, I love Duskull. I think Duskull's like a good ghastly type. That's a little
Yeah.
better than Shuppet.
I feel like
I'll give it a 4.
I'd honestly think
Yeah, I'll
this
say
is
4.
even better than like Ghastly because that's meant to be kind of goofy, but this actually communicates like deathly images really well. Like this actually,
Yeah.
it's meant to look like a will-o-wisp.
Yeah, I think they're different vibes. I think Ghastly's more mischievous and Duskull's more like about actual death and ghost-like.
But
and
it's
maybe
not
more
edgy
neutral
either.
in its
It's just like
vibe.
this very atmospheric
Right.
kind of horror.
Yeah.
It's just
opposed
a little
to
guy.
The like
scale.
face mask is very Soul Eater,
Yeah.
with the kind of like jaunty angle that the teeth are coming out at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this guy a lot. This is a 4.
I'd give him a 5. I love everything about
Damn.
it. I even love that it's got like arms folded back, like it's just patiently pacing around, just wandering about. It's cool. Panic gave it a 5 too.
Yeah, 5.
Hell yeah.
Duskull is great setup for a line that then completely fails to deliver.
This sucks.
Dusclops.
What?
Yeah.
That's
I kind of like Duskull.
They should have. I feel like they could have kept this working if they went with some kind of like coffin aspect, like if the eye was hollow and it didn't have the white in the middle of it, and like it still had the eye window instead with the glow inside.
Yeah.
I don't like that he
I
became
agree.
a body now.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at as well. But I don't mind him as a total. I guess I just kind of maybe like him because I just have a weak spot for like a good Eviolite Pokemon. I think that's interesting, and this is like a good a good Eviolite user, and that gives him some like vibe or niche. But I think design-wise, I agree. He kind of feels like a weird departure from Duskull, where every way it departs from Duskull is worse.
The color
still give him
palette
a
is so
3.
boring.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It would be better if it had some black stuff to break it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still give him a 3 though.
2.
Big step down. in my
Okay,
opinion.
2, sure. I was thinking about 1, but I'll give it a 2.
Like I would maybe say 1 compared to Duskull, but it's on its own, it's not that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
No.
That's true. I think
Tropius.
Tropius is really cool.
I think this guy's fucking awesome. I just
Yeah,
wish he had more to him
This
mechanically.
looks like the last in a line,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's not.
this feels like something that should have something before it, but
Also
it
feels
doesn't
like it
for
should be
whatever
20 feet
reason.
tall, not 6.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it should be bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in the games, even like in the sprite art, they always made it look big.
I distinctly remember like seeing my first wild Tropius and being like, whoa, that thing's awesome.
It's also just a design that kind of makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's a like a palm tree dinosaur with the leaves being the wings. It just works on a conceptual level and visually as well. The only thing I don't like about it is how I feel like it just has so little impact in the game because it's just not a good Pokemon, and it looks like it should be such a fucking threat visually, but
It
it's
looks
just
so cool,
completely
and it's-
useless.
And it is really rare.
Yeah.
Like, it should be good, but it has nothing going for it.
They fucked
That's
it
like
up.
the only thing that makes me so disappointed in it, but that's just kind of not the design thing, just a
That's like
mechanical thing.
that's like what Sinris is saying at the start of the last stream, where this was where they got a lot more creative with the design work, but they didn't quite have the actual like balance
Mechanics.
of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
mechanically, they
Yeah,
didn't quite have it perfected yet.
Like design-wise, this could be a later gen Pokemon, and if it came out in a later gen, there would probably be something that makes him at least somewhat usable,
Right.
or at least have a niche which would have been cool. But it's just a shame that it has so little going on as a Gen 3 Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I think design-wise, it's fucking awesome. I'll say.
Design-wise, I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah, I'll say a 5 as well.
I'll say 4. It's cool. Panic? Okay.
Sorry. I have pushed the talk on. Because I'm sniffling.
Right.
3. I don't love it.
Dang.
Alright. 358 is Chimecho.
I really like Chimecho. I think Chimecho's super cute.
Chemico, the guys who did Easy Breezy.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Chemico from Hibike Euphonium. Chemico Umai.
Hibike Wind Chime.
Hibike Witch. I like this guy. I like the colors. I like the shape. I like the vibe. It's like weird, but in a cute way. I like
Yeah.
Chemico a lot.
This is a little guy I can get behind.
It's kind of forgettable as a Pokemon, but its design is good.
This is another guy that they needed to do more of, and I think they were supposed to
Yes.
do more with this, like, because I vaguely recall someone saying that this guy was supposed to be an event legendary, which kind of seems
really?
like weird out of context, but they are based off of the New Year's tags that they put up on shrines, I think, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, yeah, something. That makes sense.
Like wishing tags, so that would make
Yeah.
sense, but I don't know. Like just having that out of context is like, okay, it feels like they should be doing more with this, but they kind of didn't.
I just like it, like atmospherically or something. Like imagining like walking through a city of Pokemon and just having these guys around during a festival. It's just very nice looking.
Just hanging around.
Like I could see buying like if I'd ever buy a wind chime, like buying a Chimecho wind chime just because it looks nice.
Yeah.
It's very cute. I'll give
Very
it a
cute.
4.
Yeah, I'll say 4 as well.
3.
I'll give it a 3.
This was my favorite Pokemon as a kid, Absol.
This is the least surprising thing I've ever heard.
This is extremely DeviantArt code.
This is
Yeah, it
so. This is so most.
One winged angel starts playing.
Yeah.
This is just a Sephiroth Pokemon, yeah.
Exactly.
It's good. They pull it off.
Hell yeah.
I think it's too edgy teen for me, and it just reminds me of a phase in my life that I don't want to be thinking back on.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Like it is the Shadow the Hedgehog Pokemon. There is something cringe about it.
Don't
Even
you
if
dare! You take that back. Shadow deserves better. This shit. This is Silver the Hedgehog. No one likes Silver.
Wow, that's mean.
I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah, fucking.
That's
I
a-
still
easiest
think
five ever.
he's kind of cool. I'm like torn between thinking he's either I think he's cool, but I hate that I think he's cool.
I
Which
think
leaves
this
me sort of
guy's
in a weird
so
spot.
cringe. It sucks.
It is kind of cringe,
wait
but
until you see the
it's
Mega.
also still.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
the
I'll say-
Mega's a
I'll
thing
say
of beauty.
3. I'll say 3. I'll just be in the middle of the
Okay,
the,
well,
cr-
I'll give it a
the
2. It
the
doesn't
cringe-
deserve shit.
the cringe part of me that wants
I
to get
can't
the,
believe
the
it.
cr- there's a part of me that's cringing that wants me to give it a 2, and there's a part of me that still thinks it's cool that wants to give it a 4. So I'll just go in the middle and give it a 3.
There are so many great things about Absol. I love its clean, majestic-looking white fur, but it's a dark type, so it's got this. I love its dark blue skin. Or
Yeah,
maybe
I do
black.
like that.
I
You
love the
say
red
that it
eyes.
is ambivalent towards both good and evil.
Yes,
okay.
I love the yin yang. I love the yin yang head. I love that it's
The
got
yin yang
a
head is
weapon.
actually really well designed.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so awesome.
Like, okay, if someone on the internet told me that Absol is their favorite Pokemon, I would just assume they're 14.
yeah.
That's the vibe Absol has. So sorry to all the Absol haters, or the Absol lovers, but he is very like teen edge.
It's the disaster Pokemon.
Yeah,
It's like the
Yes.
like
it's got
like the-
cool lore implications because you find it right before you do the Team Magma arc where they destroy the world and shit.
Never
like
thought about that.
the Venn diagram of people whose favorite Pokemon is Absol and people whose favorite anime is Tokyo Ghoul is just a circle. It's just the same exact demographic.
Yeah, Teo. Now, this was my favorite Pokemon until Mega Absol happened. Now, Mega
I was about to
Absol
say,
is my
does it
favorite
have a
Pokemon.
hair over one eye? Of course it does.
I do like it better.
And
This
it
is
has
like the version of
wings.
Absol. It's just so sexual all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? It's like, this is My Little Pony fanfiction.
No, the fuck
Yeah,
it
it is.
isn't.
No, it is.
It's not a fucking
It's
pony.
ponies. Friendship that is a fucking pony, my
It is
dude.
a dog.
Give it hooves instead of
it's like a
claws, and it
wolf.
would look completely.
Got the chest tuft
place.
and wings. It's like, this is
Yeah.
a fucking
No.
Pegasus if I ever saw one.
No.
I think it's both less cringe and more cool. So I'm fine giving this a 4. I think it's pretty good.
I'll give both a 2. This is so much. Why is it...
I'm giving this one a 5 again. I think like it's just Absol. It's Absol, but more. You know that they knew like when they were choosing which ones
Yeah.
to make megas out of. They were like, we can do this, but like even more extreme.
Can't
I
believe
like-
they gave it the emo swoop over one
Yeah,
eye.
right.
But
It's
but
amazing.
I think the fact that I lean into it makes it less cringe to me, and I like that.
Like the base version feels too genuine, and this one you know that they were shit posting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it still looks cool. I like it. I like it enough. I'll say 4. So this is your favorite Pokemon, you say, Moz, or have
I
you?
mean,
has
not
that
literally
since
my
been,
favorite Pokemon, but he is up there as one of my favorites ever. He is one of the greatest. Hang on. Hop off my goat. At Mega Absol, they will never make me hate you.
It's a little busy. There's a lot going on.
I kind of like it.
Why not?
Why not?
But why not?
Fucking whatever. Yeah, why not? That feels like the reason why they made this.
The only unevolved Pokemon to ever be banned from Mars.
That's right.
It's got Gigi tail.
It does have GG tail.
5 out of 5. Great. Moving on.
What the hell is Chi Tail?
The VTuber that we watch.
Oh, I see.
She's got a tail with an eye on it.
Yeah. She's got a tail that's like this mixture of some benign eldritch horror.
I thought of the shadow guy from Ranking of Kings.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true. That's just
yeah.
exactly him.
Kage, whatever his name
That's
is.
just exactly him, actually.
That's actually just him.
Yeah,
God, that's a good show.
That's a good ass show.
that is a good answer. I'll give Why Not I'll give it a 3. It doesn't need to exist,
give
but
it a
I don't
3.
hate it.
Yeah,
It's-
that's where I'm at. I think it's cute, but it doesn't need to exist.
It's a little Wobba Fett. Like
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
So 3 is fine.
Yeah, I'll go with a 3. This one's
Alright.
I like this guy a lot. I like
Yeah.
he
it's
has
supposed to be like a bamboo shoot or a hat.
it's like an Eskimo or Inuit thing.
You can't say Eskimo anymore.
Yeah, that's why I
Oops.
corrected myself.
Yeah,
I
that
can't believe I'm
was
gonna get cancelled over Snorrent. Inuit. That's what I was trying to say. Like he category snow hat. He's supposed to be like
Yeah.
wearing a coat hat type thing. I just like how he looks like. How it's an ice type and he looks like he's really cold.
I love that he has Kanamori mouth, the tombstone teeth.
The tombstone.
Sipper mouth. I love that.
Yeah, I think this guy's cute. I love an ice type that's just shivering.
Uh-huh.
It looks like he's cold as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
3?
I also like the empty eyes. I'll say 4.
I'll do 4. This is a little guy.
Yeah, I'll give him a 4. I like the design a lot. I like that he looks like he's wearing a coat and he's bundled up and he's shivering.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little hands, I'll come up to
It's
4.
like he's an ice type, but he's freezing. It's
Yeah,
like,
and
yeah.
he's an
Like
ice
in the
type and he
fate worse than
fucking
hell.
hates it.
Like in the
Did
3D
not sign up for
sprite.
this.
If you look at the 3D sprite, he's also just shaking like crazy because
Oh,
he's
is he?
just so cold.
That's
Yeah,
great.
if you go to the Smogon page, you can see it for Scarlet and Violet.
Lily is a big letdown.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Look at
Look at him rattle
losing it.
like that.
He's so cold.
That's awesome. You know what? I'm giving Snowhorn a 5 now. I like him a lot. He's
Poor guy.
funny.
He's so cute.
And he's based on a Yukiwarashi. Fuck, I had the description, but some kind of other Japanese folklore kind of thing. There. It's Snowrun.
Huh. Yeah.
Ah,
And then Glalie.
it's a weird
I
evolution.
don't like it.
Yeah, I don't
But I don't
get how
mind.
they
I-
came to this.
I don't like that it has like bumps in the face pattern thing. It reminds me of that weird face mask the guy in Fury Road is wearing, Immortan Joe's son, the big muscle guy. He's wearing this weird rubber face mask thing.
Rictus
What's his
erectus.
name? Rictus Erectus. What a guy.
I almost feel like this feels like it should be in like the Lunatone Soul Rock territory, and they made it for that, and then I realized
Yeah.
it makes no sense.
They-
It makes no sense to have like sun, moon, and snow. That just doesn't make sense as a trio, so they just put it as a ice type.
Yeah, like
Also, like,
its,
Snorunt.
its ears are like chiseled rocks. I don't
Yeah.
don't get
It also reminds me of second form Frieza with the big long pointy horns.
I like a
Um,
lot of the elements of this, but I don't think it works as just like a floating head.
Yeah, there's something there, but it's just not working out.
I
I'll give it
especially
two.
I especially hate it as an evolution of Snowrunt because there's just nothing
Yeah.
from Snowrunt in this.
Oh, it is? I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That takes it down a lot, I think. That's a 2 then.
yeah, I'll say 2 as well.
How is this thing 4'11"? It's just a head.
It's just
That's a big ass
head.
head.
It's 600 pounds almost.
Apparently, Glalie's name comes from glacier and goalie, and it's supposed to be an ice.
Oh
hockey
yeah, it's a
mask.
hockey mask. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
That's worse.
I hate that more.
How do we go from like cold Japanese child to hockey mask?
To NHL,
Yeah.
baby. Let's go. Score some fucking go.
Honestly, you know what? I'm giving Glalie a 1. I've never liked him.
Come
Wow,
on,
this is the-
England.
No, I'm saving my one for the mega.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm about to say.
Like what I
this
was
is
saying
worse.
earlier, it felt like they
What
really
the-
it felt like they really forced some of these megas to exist, and this was like the biggest example.
Not gonna lie, I like this a lot more than the original. Because there's a lot
Actually-
less holes in the mask, and it looks like a
Yeah,
big.
that's
fluffy
fair.
I
beard.
guess, yeah.
Yeah, I
sure.
do like the beard.
Looks more like a helmet now.
I hate the beard.
I kind of.
It's like a Viking. It's like a big, like half plate, like half face helmet, and then a beard.
I don't
I
mind.
kind of
it,
like that
the
actually.
beard. It's like the main part I like about it. The beard.
I'll give this guy a 4. I think. I like how the helmet looks.
Damn. I'll say 2.
You know,
I'll
it
just
is
stick-
better than I remembered.
I guess. Like it doesn't look super offensive or terrible. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm
Yeah,
keeping
I
it
was
at
saying
2.
about Glalie in the first place.
I'm keeping the 2 as well.
I'm keeping it with 1. Fuck Glalie. Seal.
I
Spheal.
love Spheal.
Perfect.
Funny round
So
boy.
fucking cute.
That's a buddy.
It's just a
Any-
big
any
round.
Rafi
other-
That
Fans?
body of yours is absurd.
It's impressively round. Like canonically, it's impressive how round he is.
It's the same joke as Whalmer, just like a thing with a lot of blubber that's just a ball, but I think
This
it's
is
better.
way cuter.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
do
that
think it's
face.
adorable. I love how it doesn't even really look like it can open its
I
mouth
want to roll
properly,
him around.
but it
Yeah.
just doesn't. Yeah, it's like a bowling ball.
Yeah, they should have made a.
Yeah.
It feels like they should have made. There's a GBA Pokemon bowling game where you throw these guys at things.
gonna
This
give it
is
a
a
4.
5. I'll say 5. I think this guy is so cute.
4 at least.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
Celio.
Yeah,
One
Celio's really
sucks.
boring.
Dang. All right. I think he's all right.
Alright, 2.
I
then.
don't have
I
a
guess I
problem
like
with
his
him.
mustache, but I do think it's quite boring otherwise.
Yeah, his
This is
whiskers
fucking-
are
this
fine.
is this is Jamie Heineman.
It does look like Jamie Heineman, which I guess makes sense because they say he looks like a walrus. So
Yeah.
Like the main thing I
don't hate him.
The main thing I could say about him is that he does suffer from middle evolution syndrome,
yes,
but it's fine because he at least keeps the good characteristics of both Spheal and Walrein. So
he's like a good halfway point, but nothing more than that.
yeah.
He's
And I
the
don't
awkward
think he's.
halfway point on the animal
I don't like
cover.
I don't even think he.
I'm also gonna give it a 1.
I don't even
Just
think
maybe
this
What
it's
is,
not
guy.
okay,
harsh,
what is
but-
the problem
Damn.
with Celio? I'm
not
didn't
gonna go
expect
that
this at
low.
all.
I think he's like slightly below average. I'll say like a high 2.
He's
Once,
He's-
really.
he's boring except for the whiskers, and I don't like the whisker.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Okay.
I mean, I think he's
I lo-
forgettable. I don't think this line needed a middle evolution, but as a middle evolution, I think he's functional.
I like that he's got a frosty mustache. He's got a
frostache.
frozen mustache. Yeah. That's fun. All right.
What are you two saying, Maz and Whoops?
I gave him a 3.
2. I'm giving him a 2.
Okay.
Excuse me, go back to whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, Walrein's
Walrein.
fucking awesome.
Okay, I like Walrein.
No, I hate it.
Why?
Look at that eyes. It looks fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's the cool part. It just looks like it's ready to
He
fuck
looks
you up and is happy
unhinged.
about it. That's the good part. I love
I
his
hate
fucking.
it.
I love his big mutton chops and his like hair. I
If
love
he
his
only had the
blubbery
mutton
body.
chops, that would be better. But because he also has the weird balding like side hair, he looks like an aging metal rocker. It's like
That's awesome.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
Thank
that's
you for
think he's
describing
awesome.
him in an awesome way.
the mutton
I love
chops
the-
alone would have been plenty. He doesn't
I
need
love
the
how he-
clown hair.
I love how he actually looks furry. Like you can tell he's got like slick hair as a body, but he's so much
Uh-huh.
blubber. It just looks like a good. It looks like an actual walrus in terms of the body type, but then has a really cool head. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, I think this is good. I liked catching
I don't-
Alpha Walrein in Legends Arceus. That was a lot of fun.
He's not as good as Field though. I'm still just gonna give.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go 5, but he's a very solid 4.
I hate him too.
3.
You're in a weird mood.
He's
Panic
sick,
is very
that's why.
good.
You're in a very like 1 and 2 mood.
Panic
It feels like
hates
maybe
Gen
Clamperl.
3.
Maybe
He's not
maybe
having it.
Clamperl and
I
its
gave
evolutions.
the first Pokemon a 4, the round 1.
Yeah, that's true. You did like Spheal. I don't think Clamperl and its evolutions are gonna change your mind.
Yeah, okay, let's get
Moz, what are
into
you saying for Walrein?
3.
3. Okay.
This line exists, Clamperl.
No strong
line's-
feelings. I mean, Cloyster did it better. Shelter did it better, but
Yeah. This line's super forgettable.
3?
But I'm not
mean-
offended by it. I think it's like
no
function.
strong feelings one way or the other.
It's.
3?
I think it's design-wise, it's functional as a Pearl Pokemon, but it doesn't do anything beyond that. So I'll say 2. It's
Yeah.
just boring.
Yeah, it just looks like an object, like something that's not even a Pokemon. So, 2.
Yeah.
It couldn't even be awake to have its
Yeah,
picture
2.
taken.
Huntail.
Also, it's a weird evolution into Huntail and Gorbis.
What? That's an evolution?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It has 2 evolutions, and neither of them make sense.
I think Huntail was
Huntail's-
kind of cool.
It's not the strongest swimmer. Then what is it good at?
wagging it still.
What can it do? Don't lead with what it's not good at.
I think
It says, "I'll be real with you guys. This Pokemon's got nothing going."
I'm gonna be real with you. I got nothing.
I
this guy
don't.
sucks.
The one thing I like about it is the kind of fish head tail that it has on the end. Otherwise, I hate everything
Yeah.
about Huntail.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cute.
If the two
I just
dots at the very front was its eyes, it kind of looks like the eel from Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
But it's not.
looking at Huntail, I just think thank God we got Electros, so that this doesn't have to be the main eel Pokemon. Because this guy sucks. This is a 1.
This guy's bad.
I'd give him a 1 too. Yeah, I hate the colors
yeah.
on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.
I hate
There's
the
nothing-
colors, I
He's
hate-
not even a strong swimmer.
I hate
I mean,
the
there's nothing.
I hate the white rings. I hate its goofy, derpy face. Just,
Yeah, I don't like its stupid haircut or whatever it is. Like,
the fins suck. Like I said, the fishtail head is the one cool thing.
yeah,
this
the
thing has.
tail head's cool enough, I guess, but it doesn't save a otherwise terrible design.
It looks like it's just seen a Gyarados and realized how outclassed it is. What the fuck, guys?
But there's also something happy about it, like he got
Holy
home.
shit.
But it also looks like someone, like he got home and someone threw a surprise party for him or
Yeah.
something. Like shocked but kind of happy as well. Just processing things very slowly in his head. Yeah, this guy sucks.
What'd you rate it, Cinemas?
I give it a 1.
Alright, 1s across the board.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gorabis.
All
Oh my god, I just now
right.
realized it. Why the fuck does it have clam tits?
It has a
It has
bra, yeah.
clam tits and eyelashes. What the fuck
It's
is
wearing
this?
a bra.
I literally never
did-
noticed that
You didn't
about it.
realize that? That's like the only notable thing.
I
about
well,
this one.
to be honest, I don't see Gorabis a whole lot, so maybe I just forgot.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
So is
Nope.
this a part of the same evolution?
Yes, this is all. Well,
So, yeah.
Yes.
Clamperl
Clamperl
evolves
can
into
turn
either
into-
Huntail or
Yeah.
Gorabis.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, perfect sense.
What does
Um,
this... The face of this reminds me of something. What is it?
Like a mosquito.
I feel like I've seen
Maybe you've
something
seen
like
it in
this
your
in an
brain?
anime before.
Oh, it sucks body fluids out of its prey, so I guess it is supposed to be.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Doesn't
great.
that make it so much better?
Smash!
Awesome.
This is another one.
I actually kind of like this one.
I love that it has clam tits. That's a
Just
2.
yeah. No, really. That's like the part that brings it down for
It's
me.
like,
Like
the
thinking,
least sexy Pokemon of all time, and they gave
Right?
it tits.
Yeah.
I think like looking at Huntail and thinking about what Gorbis looked like in my head, it didn't have the clam
Yeah,
tits,
I mean,
and I was gonna give it
makes-
a 2.
Makes me
But
wonder
with-
what's under there. What's it hiding? It doesn't have the tits, right?
No.
The bra,
There's no way
the
it
bra
has
is
boobs.
so bad. It's a 1 as
can't-
well. I hate the bra.
I kind of want to give it a 3. I'm not going.
Understandable.
I'll say 2, but
I'm
I just
sticking
think
to
it's
1.
funny.
I hate the bra.
It's hilarious. I love this.
I can't believe they made something look so stupid and have its name
know
be
what?
a
I'll-
cross between Gore and Abyss.
Gore
How did you
Biss.
fucking how did you fuck that up? How did you give
Panic,
this
what are you
Pokemon
gonna
with the
get
most
it?
hardcore name the worst design?
I'll join Cinnamon in a 3. Actually, yeah, this is awesome.
Damn. Why? It's like the most forgettable Pokemon, and then the only thing that's memorable about it is its fucking bra, and I hate that.
it's just so funny.
This makes no sense.
We really had to.
Oh,
Relic.
Sealkins.
There it is.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, 5. Easy 5.
I do like this guy.
It's a fucking rockfish. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's literally a rock.
I like his vibe. I like how it just has one red dot on his body to make it like
Just
no,
like-
I'm not boring. I've got color. I've got
What
things.
is the crazy thing is that it does
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it
yeah.
more visually interesting.
Yeah.
I just like his grandma face. Like he
Appearance
looks so
hasn't changed
old.
in 100 million years.
100 million years.
This is a good guy. I like him a lot. He's a 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
5.
Cool design.
5. Easy 5.
I like that its patterns on its body are supposed to look like a map. It's a very cool detail.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Oh, and the name is like Relic. Relicanth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relicanth, but Relic. Because it's old.
Whatever. it
Perfect.
counts
So
as.
old. Yeah, it's awesome.
Love disc.
What the fuck is Love Disc?
It
Wood.
exists
I
to
just
farm
5.
items. That's it.
Like
Yeah.
this thing should evolve into Gorebiss.
This thing, unbelievably,
That
there's
would
an
make
evolution.
sense.
There's a Pokemon in the later generation that looks basically exactly like this, but
That's
with
just like-
other fins.
yeah, it's
and it's
another
not an
pink-
evolution. It's not an evolution, and this still doesn't make any sense. Nothing about Love Disc's existence just makes any sense.
Like this is. There are fish that kind of looks like this. Kind of makes sense. It is a fish, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also, I think this is like one of the lowest total stat Pokemon in the game.
I think so.
I think it's like second lowest behind Sunkern or something.
This
Uh-huh.
looks
It just
It looks
exists to farm heart scales. That's all.
decidedly weak.
It's 2 feet tall.
That's horrifying in a way. That's big.
That's weirdly big. Yeah, I thought it would like fit in the palm of your hand, but clearly not. I don't like Love Disc. I hate Love Disc. It's a 1.
I'm going to give it a 2.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2 as well.
And it's another,
Actually, you
like,
know what? 1.
simple, but it works.
Yeah, okay, 2. I'll keep it at 2.
I also think it's 2 on the nose. It's a heart shape, and it just has so little else.
Oh.
Panic, you sticking with 5?
No, for 2. This guy sucks. What the fuck?
Bagon.
What's
Bacon
with
these
your
nuts,
negative?
dudes. What? This is bad.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I would like it a lot more if it was just over the head and not a mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was just like a helmet. That makes sense.
I hate his little stupid arms.
his
Stubby
stubby
arms.
arms are kind of dumb.
They are kind of weird.
But
I don't mind this.
for what it's worth, it is meant to look kind of clumsy because I think one of the things that it just keeps falling off of cliffs because
Just
it's
looks-
trying to learn how to fly.
Yeah.
So uninspired.
It's not great, but I
There's
don't hate
nothing
it.
going on.
It's
It kind of looks like a second stage starter Pokemon in a way. Like in the vibe where it's not cute, but also not that cool yet, and sort of in this weird.
I wonder if they
vibe,
were
I
like
guess.
going for a Gen 1 vibe with its body.
yeah.
does
Like
look like
Yoshi
Gen
and
1.
Machop mixed.
does
It,
look
it,
like
it does have
Yoshi.
it does have basically all the Gen 1 design aesthetics. Like it's got a dinosaur body. It's got the simple angry eyes.
Yeah, it's very Gen 1.
It's got the very
I
light
don't mind
color
it.
design.
I'll
This
give
is
it a
what-
2.
This is what Gen 1 haters think all Gen 1 Pokemon look like.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
it. It's bad. 2.
I'll say
I'll say 3.
3. I've never really had a problem with Bagon. Shelgon.
It's
I kind of.
Now we're
I
fucking
like
talking.
I like Shogun.
Yeah.
Look, that's a wide stance, my guy.
I said
I love
that
this guy.
I said that Bagon should have a helmet. Now Shelgon is a helmet.
He's
I have like
literally just a
Shelgon
helmet.
is just I have no idea why they did this, but I love it.
It's great. That's a 4. Easy. Maybe 5.
I just nothing about Bagon or Salamence makes you go, what if the middle evolution is just in a ball? And I love that it's just just an orb with eyes.
I guess it's like kind of cocooning a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I
going
guess.
for like a metapod kind of deal.
I guess, but it just feels weird for a dragon. Like, I guess there's nothing about a dragon that implies they have a cocoon phase, but they do the same with Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar. So I guess it's
Yeah.
Not like real dragons who.
so unrealistic. But I love this guy. Yeah, I just think he looks cool and weird at the same time, and that's fun. So I'll say 4.
I'll give him a 3. He's all right. And then Salamence.
Yeah.
That's a
I like
fucking dragon.
Salamence. That's a good dragon. That's a cool fucking dragon.
That's just a good classic dragon.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
lacking. I'm missing a little bit of definition on the wings. Like they look weird.
Oh, I kind of like that
They
they're
are
just
kind of
slabs.
These
rubber
flat
looking.
pendulum axes.
I kind of like that.
Wait, guys.
don't know
it's
why.
It's 411.
Oh, that's. I hate looking at the heights.
God damn
I
it.
just we
It
should
always,
stop
yeah,
doing
they
it.
need to
It's
remove
always
that
this-
from the.
There's like
The
one
heights ruin everything.
one
Why is
Pokemon
it
where I remember.
411?
There's like one Pokemon in Gen 7 where I remember looking at the height and it just being so big that it just made it 10 times as cool. But so far it's just been disappointment all
Behold,
around.
majestic dragon Salamence. It looks down. Oh, there you are.
411. It's like trying to ride it and just barely able to. I'm just gonna pretend that it's bigger than 411.
I pretend I
and-
do not see.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think this is like one of the best, like 3-stage generation dragons.
I'll give it a
Uh,
4. That's a
Pseudo-legends.
straight
I'll
up
s-
dragon. I love
say
me a classic
5.
Dragon.
I'll say 5.
It's like I was saying earlier with Flagon and Altaria. I like that they gave us more common dragons to flesh out the
Yes.
to widen the pool a little bit, but they still gave us the big, powerful, classic dragons at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I think if
Well,
it
this
had,
is the series' first like classic dragon.
I think if it had more
A
dragon
Charizard.
wings, it'd be a 5.
Oh yeah, Charizard, I guess.
Well, Charizard's not literally a dragon, so doesn't count.
I'm giving it a 4. What did you guys say?
Oh,
Four.
honestly, I'm giving it a
5.
3. I've never really liked Salamence that much.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
I
always
think
been
Salamance's like
okay.
one of the coolest actual dragons.
This is one of those
Like-
ones where I remember as a kid thinking it was the coolest thing imaginable, but now that was just because it was like the only available dragon.
I also really like
Uh,
that it was more blue in the past.
Yeah.
It used to be more blue in RSE, and then they changed it for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's worse.
I like
That's
it.
so
That's-
blue. That's
like
very
this better.
saturated.
I like that less.
I think I like that one better. Yeah.
I think I
More
like
white.
it more because I'm just used to it, so core memories and all that.
I don't know, what I like about Salamence is that he doesn't look like fire breathy, but he just looks so physical, just like an actual beast that will just fuck you
Yeah.
up with its talons and bite. I like
Yeah.
that.
Mega Salamence.
That's a 5.
Oh,
I also like him.
That's great.
I don't like how he has no arms, I will say.
Just a second. I'm gonna send you something.
But I do like how he looks like a glider,
Yeah. I never noticed
s-
that he had no arms. That is a little
Like
strike
it's-
against it.
he looks like a stealth plane or something.
He looks like, and I'm about to send it.
No, I think
The
it
flame
does have
from-
arms.
from-
They're just tucked in.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Puts its What is this?
Yeah, he does look like that.
He does look
It
like
puts
this. I
its
don't know what I'm
forelegs.
looking at.
Wait. Is that like a
I assume this is a Necron thing.
like a Warhammer thing?
They should have put guns at the bottom of Mega Salamence. That's
they
what
should have
this
put
guy's missing. He does need guns.
Yeah.
Should have put it. Guns.
2 big shock cannons underneath.
That's going to be a new.
Um,
That's going to be a new PAL world pal. It's going to be just literally the model of Mega Salamence, but it has a gun underneath.
Yep. So that's great.
Yeah,
5 because it reminds me of my favorite army.
I'll say 4. I like him less than base elements, but I still think he's cool. And it's a good mega.
I'll give him 4. I like this one. I think they did a good job with it.
Kind of ruins it a little bit that it looks like the wings are strapped on. It looks like it has like shoulder straps.
I'm just gonna say straight up, I'm giving every Pokemon line a 5.
The Beldum line's awesome.
Yeah,
It's one of the best lines ever.
This looks like a wall-mounted security camera.
Kind of, yeah. That's cool.
Like you can
And that's
prod
awesome.
it into
Surveillance rocks.
Yeah, I love being spied on.
literally surveillance rocks. He's made of rocks.
it's just like a little drone thing with like claws
Yeah.
to latch onto a surface.
I love, but
Look at him go.
I just really like weird, slightly inanimate Pokemon with no real discernible face, but a big red eye.
Mhm.
It's just a good vibe, and Beldum's so fun. I love him. 5.
I don't really understand why it has that ring at the bottom. It looks like it's supposed to be stuck on a wall.
It is,
And
yeah.
you'll
It flies,
see,
it
yeah.
flies around and then just like sticks in
Oh, okay.
and like hangs
Also,
there.
also in the evolution line, it's magnetic, and
Yeah.
the evolution line is like this guy's one leg, and it just keeps adding.
Yeah, so they
the place
keep
become the
adding.
leg.
So this is 2 Beldum together, Metang.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Metang's also awesome. I love how weird spaceship like he looks and how he's floating.
Me tung 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 tung. Sahur!
I also love how they're blue. Like they could have just leaned into the metal thing and
This is a fucking-
made them silver, but I like how they're blue.
This is a fucking Dr. Robotnik machine.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
I've fought
This
this
is
thing
like-
5 different games.
Yeah, yeah. Metang's a 5 as well. Just
This is a
so
great
cool.
middle evolution too.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
you
gonna
can
go
tell
3,
it's
4, 5
clearly
for these
a
guys.
stage 2 out of 3, but it doesn't feel like a weird in between thing.
This is 3, 4, 5, I think, from the start to whatever we're going. Because I think I know the next one.
Oh,
This is all 5s for me.
Metagross.
Hell
might be
yeah,
a
that's
s-
a
might
fucking
be-
5.
Might be a 6. I think by the time
Yeah.
I was a kid and played like the first 3 generations, this was my favorite
This guy's
Pokemon
fucking
of all.
awesome.
It's such a fucking beast. I'm just gonna say 6, just because I gave the others a
give it to
Reminds me
5.
of, like in BattleBots Robot Wars, you can submit walker types, and this looks like something you would submit in as a walker.
Yeah.
I love Metagross.
I mean,
It's so awesome.
It's a great design and it's great lore-wise as well. It basically takes, like you said, it's like Magnemite because they fuse together, but it just makes a lot of sense for this because it's also a psychic type. So
Oh, so the legs are the first one?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, basically.
Oh.
So Metang is 2 Beldum and Metagross is 2 Metang. That's how they form, I guess.
Okay.
Just the cross in the middle of its face is so cool. I don't
It
even.
is.
It's so awesome. It just looks cool. It's like a weird combination between eyebrows and mustache without really looking too much like a mustache.
Yeah.
Maz, is this 555 for you?
Sure. Why not? Fuck it.
If you're 555, then I'm 666.
Yeah.
How about Mega Metagross? 2 Metagross together.
Now that's
Still-
literally a Dr. Robotnik something I've seen
It's
before.
Still
Big
fucking awesome.
Proboscis nose.
It's
in the
not
middle.
better than the base one, but it's still
No, it's not. But I like how it's more leans back towards Metang by being floating and after having the legs turned back into arms, which
Yeah.
I think is the thing that makes Mega Metagross cool for me. So I'll still put it at a 5, not a 6, but a 5.
Yeah,
At 4.
I think it's a little too much, especially when you see it from the back here. Because it doesn't quite look like it's 2 Metagross from this one. You can't really see the back pair.
Oh right, yeah, that's not great. I never knew it had those. I guess I never used
Yeah.
it in game enough.
Yeah.
That's worse. Actually, yeah, that puts it at a 4 for me.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.
I like it.
It's a little much, but I get it. Regirock.
Ooh, I like this guy. He's so weird and alien, but it's great.
Yeah.
You also have to like solve puzzles to find this guy.
You have to do like braille puzzles.
There you go. That's what he sounds like.
I think he's the best Reggie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really like the Reggies overall. Aside from Regirock, I think Regirock's awesome. I don't really like the other two.
I'll give him a 5.
Yeah,
I'll say 4.
I almost wish the Reggies, like, I almost wish this was the only Reggie, because I just like this guy.
I agree.
I'll do 4. I like him.
I'll give him a 4, yeah. Regice.
I also like this guy.
I think he's okay. I think his body looks too awkward.
I like
him
less,
standing,
but I do like him.
like him standing on these weird pincer things, and it's like he doesn't even look like he would move properly because he has no joints.
Right.
Pokemon uses Fahrenheit.
That's right.
Apparently, I mean, I wonder if I get.
Up.
In the, international versions.
I think Regice is still okay, but not great. Just fine. I'll say like a low 3.
It definitely used Celsius in the original because minus 328 Fahrenheit, it is exactly minus 200 Celsius.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is this like an eat your hamburgers Apollo
Yeah.
situation?
Yeah.
I like Regirock a lot.
Beautiful Los Angeles.
I like Regirock a lot because it feels really believable as some kind of reanimated, sculpture or some other inanimate sort of object that has been reanimated.
Yeah, you can see.
And I don't really get that with the other Reggies.
Regice at least it looks like very alien. It's like crystal formation. I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I've never liked that about it though. Although it is kind of consistent with the other legendaries in this generation, so there is that. Because there is a bit of space theming in here.
I'll say a low 3.
Yeah, 3.
3, yeah.
And then Registeel.
Significantly,
cool.
I like it the least, quite a bit. But I generally don't really like the robot type Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is still pretty cool, honestly.
Love me a robot. This guy's awesome. 4.
I don't like him. I'll say 2.
I think stick with 4.
I'll say 3. Again, I just don't really like how alien it looks, even if I get it. Latias.
These guys are a vibe.
Did you know that Blaziken was originally supposed to be Latias?
What?
No, I didn't know that.
So, where is it? There's like an early image of concept art, and it's like May riding Latias while it's flying, but it looks like Blaziken.
Oh, right, I think I've seen that. Yeah, like it has the same legs.
This Pokemon ruffles its own jimmies and then cries shrilly.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not.
I don't know. I think
May in this image, but. Oh my god, why won't it open in the way I want it to? Fuck you, Reddit. Whatever.
I believe. Yeah, I've seen that now that you mention it.
Huh.
It's not exactly Blaziken, but it's like a
That's
weird
funny.
halfway point.
Yeah.
It looks weird. I mean, the actual Latias is better.
Yeah.
An actual Blaziken
Yeah,
is better as well.
what we actually got is way better than that image. Although I do like that trainer design.
I like Latias. I like it.
Actually, call.
Out of the two, I like it less. But he does have good vibes. He just looks friendly, or she, I guess. I don't know.
I just
She fucks
Sonic.
Ash or something like that in the movie that she's in, so that's cool.
That's true. She turns into a person, and then Ash falls in love with her or something.
Hell yeah, dog.
I'll give it a
5.
4. I think it's just a cool vibe.
I'll say 3.
It's a good shape.
It's just fine.
I'll say 4. Yeah, I like these like plain guys. It's just like how big and
Now,
they're not
Latias
big. They're
I could
4,
get into.
literally. I don't like Mega.
Why does it look like it's shrugging? Like, I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
The
I didn't
fuck is
design
this
myself.
shit?
Tiny little legs.
Yeah, I
Kicking
hate
out.
the big tumors on the arms. It just looks so clumsy.
Yeah, it's like wings on the wings.
Is there any design difference between Mega Latios and Mega Latios?
I don't
or are
think
they
there
identical?
is. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. that
I think
they
that's
are
pretty much the same. It's just a vibe difference.
Yeah. 2.
I'm going to give it a 5 because its arms look like witch hats.
Oh,
Hey!
Oh my
I'm
God.
just kidding. I'm giving it a 2.
they kind of do. Yeah, too.
I think this is a really bad Mega. I'm giving it a 1. I hate how they
honestly,
merge the
that's-
colors to be the same. I hate the arm shape. It just shouldn't exist in the first place. Even I also don't like Megas for legendary Pokemon.
Did we rate base Latias?
I'd
think
give
so.
it
I think I gave.
3.
I give it 4.
I'll give it a 3. I don't care.
I'm
for it.
saying 4.
Latios, I like better because
Yours is
it doesn't
better.
look as obviously feminine and it's blue.
It's cooler,
Yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah, it's
This
cool.
one,
I like
this
how-
one's a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
like-
tell it's a boy because it's angry and blue.
This one's for
I,
the
I like I like how serious and streamlined it looks. Like Latias is
So does
fucking
this
around.
one hook up with Misty or?
I don't know.
I don't think
I
Misty
don't even
was
know
in
if this
this
one has a
part of the anime.
human.
or in that
I don't even
movie.
think Latios has a human form. I'm
Oh, it's
not
also
sure.
2
Oh, it
feet
does.
bigger.
Oh, I never noticed that. What the fuck? That is weird.
Wow, that's quite a difference. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
I
the...
seem to remember something like that. That one of them was bigger.
Huh. All right.
But yeah, I like Latios. I think Latios is awesome. I think the serious, streamlined, fuck you vibe is better for this design. And I like the blue better than the red as well. So this is a 5 for me. I think this is a great design.
I'll
It
give
just
it.
looks more intimidating.
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I'll probably stay with 3.
I'm staying at 4.
I like it better, but not enough to go 1 up.
The same
Yeah, this
thing.
is just
It's the same thing.
just a 1 again.
Yeah, 2.
Just
I don't.
just
I
take
don't.
so-
I don't hate the design itself. I just hate that they made them the same.
yeah, that's the main bit. And I don't like the wings as well, as I said, but
Yeah. Kyogre.
I love
It's all
Kyogre.
Kyogre now.
Kyogre's cool.
I can't believe
Kyogre's
that.
fucking awesome.
I can't believe that we got through the Latinas section without making a Latina joke.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I did. It's like, I fucking love. I just love Latias Sonic.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah, Kyogre is awesome. I love the glowing red, like
Yeah.
lines he has on his body and how it makes him look ancient, like he is almost cracked or has like inscriptions on him.
Agreed.
And just I love how flat he is as well.
It's
Like how
Flat
he's
Fuck
just
Friday, you fucking losers.
he's also fucking massive. I like the eye, I like the red lines, I like the colors. I like everything about it. This is a 5. That's just a really good.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I love that nobody picked up on my reference, so I just sounded extremely rude out of nowhere.
I didn't even hear what you were saying. I'll be honest.
It's okay.
Also, just killer wheels are awesome, and this is a killer wheel Pokemon.
Oh, I guess it is. I never thought about that. Okay.
Yeah, he's like if you gave an orca big hands.
Yeah.
Big head.
Big hands. I know you're the one. I'll give Kyogre. I'm gonna
What
give
did the 4
Kyogre.
fingers say to the face?
I'm gonna give Kyogre a 3. I've never really cared for him that much.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
That.
this.
I think he's
he's
serviceable as a legendary and all, but he's never been
4.
something that. I guess I've been more into the myth and all of that in the story of Kyogre more than
And
I
he's
like
got
the
a
design
like
itself.
good mix of power with the big hands and elegance with like the tail feathers.
Yeah,
Yeah, the tail is awesome.
that's fine. Primal Kyogre.
It's kind of just the same thing.
It's basically the
I
same
wouldn't
thing.
even
It's
rate
the
it
same, but
separately.
now it shines yellow instead of
It's
red.
bigger, but I like the colors more. I like the more glowing markings. I'd give this a 4. This is an improvement, I think.
I think it's a side grade. It's
Yeah.
just as
still
good
4.
as Kyogre. It's still a 5.
Groudon.
That's a fucking 5.
Groudon I like less than Kyogre, I'd say.
I like Groudon more personally. I like that it looks both mechanical, but it also makes sense for it to be like I think it's meant to look like tectonic plates or something like that.
Now this is a Pokemon that looks big and is big. It's 11 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Although,
amazing.
like in the I owned like the Jirachi movie
Yep.
on VHS or whatever, and in that Groudon is feet tall.
Yeah, he turns into a giant tentacle monster somehow.
I I think I don't love the bionicle shaped head that Groudon has,
It's
I do
bonk.
like that.
and I think it just looks slightly too rigid. Like he looks like he's being, I don't know, he's being hindered by his plating, and he's just like, get this shit off me.
I think he looks kind of silly in this.
He looks a little awkward.
Yeah, he's not very imposing in this picture.
Yeah, okay, he is kind of hunched over a little bit awkwardly, and not really in a way that makes him.
But
look
I still think he's
powerful.
cool though.
But I think if you get like the original like Groudon sprite,
Yeah.
I just don't think he has the same impact that Kyogre has for me. Yeah, I don't know. He just looks. His stance is just slightly awkward enough that he
That's
doesn't
not
look.
much better.
He doesn't look as intimidating as I'd like him to.
Like he's got the wide set hips, and it, why is he bouncing on it? What are you doing?
Oh.
Crazy style.
One thing else I don't like about Groudon is that he's the ground guy, but they keep depicting him with fire and magma. And I don't.
Yeah,
like
it makes
that.
no
Yeah.
sense that he's not fire.
You know, like I said, the way his body is parted, it's like meant to be tectonic plates, I think.
Yeah, but
It-
shouldn't
it
be
makes-
red. I don't think he should be red if he's not fire.
He's Ruby.
definitely as a kid, everyone thought he was fire.
Yeah.
I see this guy, I expect a flamethrower. Especially because the first one is water.
Yeah. And it makes sense with like the sea versus the earth versus the sky. But yeah, design-wise, he just evokes, and also like looking at its design on Pokemon cards and stuff. There's always fire in the picture.
Yeah, he's worse than Kyogre, but I'm still gonna give him.
I'm
I
giving
think I'm
him
talking myself
Um,
down to the same as Kyogre, so a 4.
4.
I'm gonna go 4. I think he's still good, but Kyogre is just so great. He can't entirely match
All right,
that.
so you guys saying he should be a fire type, then you love Primal
Yes.
Groudon.
Let's go.
I do actually think Primal Groudon is a significant improvement because he just looks less. His stance is slightly less awkward and more intimidating, and he actually gets these like magma streaks within his body, which look awesome. Like there's lava flowing through him. Which
His
is
tail
sick.
gets huge.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, the tail is wide as hell.
Yeah,
I think
like
this
a
is
big
a
claw
5
tail.
for me.
All right,
Yeah, this is a 5
still
for
5
me.
here, obviously.
This is probably, yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5's all around for
He's
Primal
sick.
Groudon.
He is
He's
a
sick.
fucking beast.
He was also basically the strongest Pokemon ever made for competitive.
Yes, he is completely broken.
And then Rayquaza.
I think this is one of the most overrated Pokemon.
You
Ray
know-
Romano.
I back when when we were talking about Blaziken, I said that Blaziken was the Charizard for millennials, but actually Rayquaza was the Charizard for millennials.
Yeah.
This was everyone's favorite Pokemon
Yeah.
back then.
I mean, he does
But he's
look
just-
sick.
I think it's just because he's just positioned to be. He's like the cool legendary. That's the boss of all the other
The
two
story of
cool
the games does a
legendary.
really good job hyping him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that plays into it because design-wise, I don't think he's that cool.
I completely
I think he's-
disagree. I think that they completely hit the nail on the head with Rayquaza. I think that's
Yeah, I think it's good.
fucking 5 out of 5.
I think he's
It's
kind of
perfect.
goofy. I don't think he looks cooler than like Gyarados or something.
I'll give him the same as base, Kyogre and Groudon. 4.
I'll say 3.
Dang.
Maybe it's nostalgia, but I love him. 5.
Yeah, I
I think
love
he
that.
just looks slightly weird.
I think he's great. I love that it's a big, long serpent. I love the dragon elements to it, but I also love that it's like mechanical looking.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like.
I love like the ancient
mechanical
runic
part.
markings all over him, like Kyogre and Groudon. I love the evil
I
black
mean, he is
and yellow
supposed
eye.
to be like a Quetzalcoatl or whatever thing, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
The
Yeah.
base design,
Wings
like having
yeah.
having the flying type, or the sky match with the Groudon and Kyogre be like a big flying dragon snake is awesome. I like the coloring. I just think there's too many details that I don't like the mechanical vibe, and I guess the look of the face and the wings that it has around his neck. I don't love those.
Those are great. Dang. Some people just don't appreciate quality. How do you feel about Mega Rayquaza?
I think he's a bit over the top, and I don't like how
Fucking
OP he is
Hot
stats-wise, but the
Wheels.
design is...
I feel like it is a little much, but all of the individual design elements that they add are really cool, so I still like it.
This
I
shape-
still think it's an improvement.
The shape he makes kind of looks like it would fit inside of a Steelix. Like the shape of the
Yeah.
jaw
Thin
and head
Steelix,
ridges
yeah.
kind of formed the shape of a Steelix head.
I like the design better than base Rayquaza, but I don't like that Rayquaza gets a Mega in the first place, and I especially don't like that it just has a base stat total of like 900 and it's just completely broken.
I'm fine with that. Fuck it. Whatever. I like that they just decided to make the strongest thing ever. Make it, like, literally
I'll probably
in the
stick
game.
with 4.
It's great.
He's not as good as Mega Groudon.
I'll say 4 as well.
I'm staying with that 5. I would agree that
Yep.
it's much, but the only thing I would really consider removing is the head piece around its mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah, pretty cool. All right, last
Jirachi.
two. Jirachi. See, this is
It's good.
this, it feels like there should be some kind of connotation between this and Chimeko. Because Chimeko.
Oh,
has,
I kinda see what you're
wishing
saying.
tags and
Yeah,
Jirachi's a wishing star.
I guess. I don't like this category of Pokemon, like the mythical trade, weird post-game legendary things, like the
Yeah.
Jirachis, the Celebes, and whatever. But I do like Jirachi within that category.
This was.
Um,
I think Emerald was. I almost have a complicated relationship with it because I always imagined that I could get the stuff that was like event locked. Like I just assumed it was possible to still get it within the game outside of the event. Like you have to talk to the space center on a specific day or something, and then they'll give you Jirachi, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
event Pokemon definitely suck to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
as a thing in the
And
game.
especially when they're overused, I think like I don't know what gen it is, like Gen 8 or something is like 6 of them, and it's just unnecessary, or 5, I don't know. But at this point, okay, it's like the first to do it, or the one of the first to do it, so it's fine. And I also think design-wise, it's one of the best ones. So I actually do like Jirachi. I also think Steel Psychic is a good type. So
Yeah.
it's a 4.
It's a really cool follow-up to like the Mew and Celebi.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
there's always a small elf-like monster legendary that they do. So this
With 100
works
base
for-
stats across the board.
yeah, so
Yeah,
this works for that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, but I don't think we need more than we don't. I think just having the one each generation is fine, but they started overdoing
It's
it.
just kind of boring, isn't it?
A little.
What?
give it
How does it
3.
make you feel if I tell you that that thing in the middle of its body is another eye?
I don't like that. Does it ever open? Can we see it open?
In the
It
movies,
opens
yes.
once every 1,000 years.
What does it look like? Is it like its other
I
eyes,
think
completely
I think
black?
it's just an eye.
No, it's like yellow. You
Yeah,
can
like
see
like
pictures
a
of
human
it.
eye, I think.
I don't like that. Does that imply some kind of three-dimensional like cavity in its belly where there's an eyeball? And I don't like that.
Hang on. Here it is.
That's disgusting, actually.
There's his eye.
I think Jirachi's pretty cute.
I'll say 4. It's fine.
I'll give
Yeah.
it a 3. Completely.
I like that.
thrown.
It's those like green things on it are like the Tanabata wish talismans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice. All right, last thing of the generation, Deoxys.
5.
Really?
This one's
Yeah.
crazy.
He's a DNA
I guess
alien.
the normal form's fine.
Deoxys is another one of those that as a kid I was
He's
this is
got-
the
yeah.
coolest shit I've ever seen, and as an adult I still
You can't. It's hard to
what
fuck
them
with him.
arms do?
I don't know. I never liked Deoxys. I just don't like the artificial or like alien Pokemon that are like literally some presence from space.
Why does
I'm
form
just-
have an E at the end? Form A. Attack form A.
I know,
that's a
that's
good
just how
question.
Pokemon does it for whatever
Right.
reason.
Yeah.
There are
The base
there
form-
are variations though.
Yeah,
let's
the
just
base
start
form
with
I
the
don't
normal.
mind. It's not a type of design I like, but I think with it in that category, I think it's pretty cool. So I'll say a 3 for the base, but the others I almost all dislike.
I'll give this a 4. Yeah, this is cool. Cool alien design.
The double helix arms for like the
Double.
DNA.
Double.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
I think it's too on the nose.
It's like on the nose, but I like how it doesn't feel consistent with the rest of the design. Like it's like this weird organic thing, while the rest of it looks robotic and artificial.
Right.
It's super freaky, but
I think I just reading the dex entry, it's just the type of thing I hate. Like the DNA of a space virus mutating into a sentient alien creature. I just think that's so weird.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Oh,
too
yeah.
sci-fi for me. I don't really like when Pokemon gets too sci-fi.
Attack form, where it's
This is
a little
fine. It's
spiky.
just very, very similar to the base form.
4 for this one. Yeah, fine. Defense form, where it's in a
One
spacesuit.
sucks.
Zero suit Deoxys.
I don't like this. This is 2, and this I also don't like. That's a 2.
I'll say 3 for speed form. I'll give a 4 for defense form, though. If we're doing ratings for these.
Show the
You
speed
could
again.
have.
He doesn't have the double helix anymore.
That's the weakest one.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you showed me the attack form and just told me that's base
Although
Deoxys,
I do like that it shows like this like an undersuit kind of implied,
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the blue. Yeah.
like the black with the stripes is like it's like Under Armour kind of.
No, this is
Yeah,
Zero
I
Suit
guess.
Deoxys.
This is the Zero suit.
Yeah.
That's
this
full
is like
suit.
this is like the Fallout.
It's the
suit.
Varia suit.
This is the Metroid of Pokemon.
Right.
It's Metroid
I
from
think
Metroid.
I'm gonna give 5s to base and attack, 4 to defense, and 3 to speed.
That's a fair distribution.
I think attack is 5. I think the rest are 4s.
I'm going 3, 3, 2, 2.
Okay.
Cool. All right, we're done with Gen 3. That's it.
We're done with Gen 3.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we will do Gen 4 next week. Gen 4, I'm actually kind of dreading. I'll just say right now, I'm not a Gen 4 guy.
I
What
think
games
it's
are Gen 4?
What?
That's Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember if I ever played those.
I think
Gen
I
4 might-
actually played Diamond more than any other game, but I don't have the same nostalgia for it that I do for Gen 3, for whatever reason.
I think Gen 4 is just kind of a lot of like middling across the board fine Pokemon, but I think it kind of lacks highlights if I'm just thinking through it.
Yeah.
Um,
That sounds about right to me.
Gen 4 was
aside
in
from
this
like a handful.
very, very awkward sweet spot where I was getting older and Pokemon was being seen as less cool culturally. But at the same time, I also felt like there were reasons to believe that Pokemon was getting less cool thanks to Diamond and Pearl, so I just have complicated feelings on that generation in general.
It'll be an interesting
for
one
me-
to revisit.
Yeah.
For me, it's like the prime Pokemon age. I was like 10 or something. But I think at that point I was already in love enough with Gen 3 to sort of have mixed feelings about a new gen coming along.
Oh yeah, it was also my first new gen, so that was also interesting. But yeah, we'll do that next week, so tune in next time for the Pokéyap, and until then, we'll see you around.
See ya.
See ya!
Bye-bye.
I almost just exited the call instead of ending the stream, which would have been really awkward.
Just leaving.
I'll just leave the stream online.
Leaving
And,
the stream on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
Jay
wonder.
streaming
hang
for
on.
the rest of the day. Surely nothing bad.
I'm gonna test something real quick. Okay. Okay, I wanted to see if OBS would still track the audio or whatever,
Oh.
like if it would still record if I wasn't in there.